that before you even
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Enean Diplomacy, where these are your players here, and I am your DM, which stands for Dungeon Mistress, but you all can just call me Mistress.
Can I call you Dungeon Mommy?
Can I request you
Fine.
not call the Dungeon Mommy?
Thank you for the follow, Infinity
Can I request
Storm.
chocolate milk?
Chalky milk.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. And let's do our previously on here for Enean Diplomacy. In our
we spent all our money.
in our last session, our characters spent all their money. However, it started out with Ashrelia visiting her sister at the government building, who is the commander-in-chief of the Antiguan Armed Forces, who was stressed out over having 15 million things that need done and not enough people to do them. So Ashrelia, being the nice sister that she is, definitely not a felon at all, goes and says that she will help her sister out with some of these tasks. Which tasks that she chose to partake in were to... let me move you all over here. Were to take notes of the ongoing worries of the encroaching cold from the north, as well as whatever those things are out in the snow, to Arborholm and Port Brendan, as well as take care of an orc encampment that has been set up south of Arborholm that for some reason Arborholm has not taken care of yet. But it is disrupting trade between the cities. So Ashrelia then set out to build a team for this task, and said team was described by one Igma Primus, not Isma, sorry, who described 3 other people that were coming into town, and then randomly some blind chick just started following them around, and I guess now has joined them without them asking. They then
No one has told me to leave.
they went and did some shopping, got some supplies for the journey, and now here we are. Zenotia, if you will please introduce yourself, Zenotia, and then introduce your character, Salima, for everyone.
I, Zenotia, am the self-described lore master, and I am the librarian of the Infinite Library of Cyrene. I love people. I do a lot of learning people and sharing stories and telling stories and learning stories. And so I'm really excited to be here today with you all as Salima. I am Swamp Lizard, and I come from very far to take care of this mess. Winter is bad, and I fight it.
Okay, a squeak was redeemed during that, so players may not be able to hear it. Okay, the viewers got to hear it. That's all that matters. Anyway, so Salima, as you are coming into town, you are riding on a boat with a character whose name I have forgotten because I'm bad and I don't love my own characters. Roger McDonald's, who is a human. You're sailing on this boat and you're coming into town. As you see on the horizon, you just see buildings. First, all you see is one gigantic building off in the distance, and it's bigger than anything you've ever seen before. There's nothing in your mind, due to where you are from, that can comprehend how big this building is. It is just huge, and you can see it before you see anything else in the town as you sail upriver. And then as you get closer, you see buildings upon buildings on the horizon. This is nothing that you have ever seen before. And you've been to Vicinier's Haven on occasion when you were younger. However, it cannot compare to the urban sprawl that is Antigua. As you sail into port, Roger steps over to the edge of the boat, onto the railing, and kind of leans up against it. His messy red hair kind of, flowing in the wind a little bit. He takes his spectacles off and kind of cleans them on a small rag that he has in his pocket. And he points to the gigantic building in the center of town and says, "That is the library of Antigua. No greater place to get any knowledge that you may seek in the world."
I cannot read, Salima says, a little concerned, knowing that libraries mean books, and they were never taught to read. They scratched their head, pondering the small hat, not quite falling off of the horn on which the knobby bit of bone on which it hangs.
There are plenty of other things in the library. There are people that will gladly read them to you, especially if you pay. Lots of people at the library. There's even a cafe and a hotel, or inn, I guess they would say, not hotel, inn. Anyway, I will be headed to the university because I have to submit these findings found in your swamp, and we will be. My professor will surely be intrigued by these findings. Soon we may learn. I'm sorry. Stuff in your swamp. Bad. We have to teach other people about the bad.
What is the bad?
Your plants are dying. They're wilting. Way too early.
Yes, I know this. I watched them do it. Tell me why.
He kind of just pulls his arms up in a shrug. Not sure.
I as well.
That's what we are trying to figure out. Well, that's where I'm heading. The boat kind of slowly starts to make its way into the dock over here on the northeastern part of town. And as it's slowly pulling in, he just says, "Well, I'm going to make my way back over to the university. You have, does not matter what you do. You are your own person. Do whatever it is that you want to do. That's where I'm heading. If you want to join me, you are welcome."
I wish to seek others who will stop this threat.
Then that would be probably a good idea to go to the library. That's where the government building is. The leaders of this place.
Then there I shall go.
All right. See you then. Tally ho. And then he's just off, skipping away.
So he goes, and Selima is now just kind of left to their own devices
Yep, on the dock.
on the dock.
Did I move you all back over? Yes, I did.
Yes. I suppose the first thing, well, Selima shoulders their backpack, getting it more secure. It looks very reminiscent of a turtle shell, probably actually made from the large shell of a swamp turtle, and is clad in hardly more than rags, just barely enough to consider modesty. And they look over at all of these amazing buildings, these things they've never seen before, this tower that looms above, larger than anything they could ever have imagined, and they begin to walk towards it. Shuffle up the road, trying to get used to the idea of walking on a road, and make way towards the library.
Okay, as you are walking along the road, there are many people. Like, you have, like, another and unfathomable thing to Selima is the fact that there are just this many people cram-packed into one place. So many people on the road, and many of them are staring at you, because you are also something that they have never really seen before. At the end of last session, people's names are hard. Australia, you were headed back to the government building. Skin and Runka, were you headed to go back to the canvas place? Both of you together, or? Tim? Lily?
Who?
I know
Me?
Lily, they were BRBing.
No, okay.
Oh, okay. We will. Oh, okay. TK's Discord crash. So
F.
Oopsie doopsie.
we will wait a moment for that. While we're waiting for that, we'll zoom out of your little story there, and we will move over. Bianca, if you will introduce yourself and your character.
Why, certainly. I am Biancaduba, the jackal astrologian, who tells the fortune through cards and the stars. And not to mention just promotes positivity and all that kind of jazz. I am playing Icar Nixie-Thinks, a a daughter of two apothecaries, who may or may not have snake oiled their fortunes from people. Jury's out on that one. But Icar seeks knowledge and ultimately hopes to use logic to solve all the mysteries of the universe.
Okay, let's see if we can get. Okay, Lily is back. M is not, however.
I'm interested to hear the other backstories and motivations. I look forward to being I suppose Shrek in this case, where everybody has a mission and a goal, and I just want to go back to my swamp.
Okay, looks like Lily is having some
Technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Same with TK, but separate technical difficulties. So
Different systems.
we will. It's not too big of a deal. We'll just continue on. So Icar, you are coming into town. Gob Meet is actually going on right now. So that's why you were in the area. But you decided that you wanted to go to the Library of Antigua to, learn stuff, because that's what you do. So you come in town from this pathway right here, on the eastern side of town, and you've probably been to Antigua before, but like this is like your first time in a long time being here. So you, of course, you know, from way off in the distance, can see the library as you approach, and that's your destination, and you know exactly what it is, and that is where you are headed, and that is your singular goal. You enter town, and you know you're just walking past all these people. It's just a big urban sprawl.
Icar tends to move around with a little bit of a kind of hesitancy to her. Despite the fact that she's definitely sociable, but she has an odd gremlinness to her, and that she tends to sort of reel away from people's touch. Or more rather, as she moves, she seems afraid to accidentally come into contact with other people, which gives her a very kind of suspicious vibe to her. In reality, she just doesn't want to touch other people. But certainly to people who are unfamiliar with her, they may think she's up to something.
Okay, so as you're walking through, you're just kind of sifting through the crowd, kind of like on the edges of the road, trying to keep out of everyone's way, and the typical style of Antigua is that of like your like 1700s 1600s colonial America era, like the waistcoats and kind of big poofier dresses and
powdered wigs and whatnot.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're back, yay. Actually, that was a question that I had. We may have to wait for Lily. However, Skin, were you... Okay, so at the end of last session...
yeah, we were leaving the magic item shop, and I think, like, I was certain that we could pick up our tarps.
Mm-hmm. So
our hammocks, I guess?
Hammock things that you made. So yeah, I think you were going back. I can't remember if Varunka was going with you.
Right. Yeah.
So if that's the case, I think that we will. You know what?
It is. I am going with.
Okay.
Okay. You're okay. Cool. So I need everybody except for Ashrelia to roll. You know what? Zenotia, roll 1d6. Everybody else except for Ashrelia, roll 2d6.
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting off strong.
Not great.
So, Icar, you like notice throughout all of this, like the typical dress of everyone, and you notice this lizard folk walking through this like town square here by the bridge, and they are dressed very, very differently than everyone else, in rags and a turtle shell looking pack on their back. They almost look like a turtle themselves at this point. And it's just kind of curious to you because that is not something that you would normally see in a city like Antigua. Do you wish to say anything, or you can just continue?
I'm trying to
going?
stop myself from laughing.
Okay.
Icar strokes her chin, and to herself she then says, times to violate some personal space.
Oh dear.
She then proceeds to approach the lizard folk, with a kind of trying to avoid from being seen. And as she approaches, she pulls what looks to be a chisel from her satchel and tries to basically sneak up from behind.
Okay, can you roll a sneak check for me? I don't know what, let's see, what are your traits? You do not have sneaky. So roll 2d6 on that part, and Salima.
Oh shit, my cat. I've got a cat on my shoulder. It's a big ass cat. Lord, the size of a bobcat. It's got soft, fluffy hair, and it's very much there.
Oh, you know, I completely forgot that you have a cat that's supposed to be talking to you this whole time. You also noticed the cat, like, are kind of how big is a fishing cat?
They're about the size of a bobcat, which is smaller than you think. About knee height.
Yeah, larger than a house cat, but smaller than most large cats.
Yes.
So Sasha is walking alongside you after having been on that boat for a while. I say, that was a very rocky ride. Now where are we going?
Salima looks down to the cat, nods, and says,
We go to the tower. It is where knowledge is. There we can find answers.
Answers for what? Why we are here?
Where we are going. What we will do to stop what is coming.
He's speaking in riddles now. Is there fish at this place?
Perhaps.
It's fine with me then.
I will make sure you are fed, Shasha.
Okay, so... oh, Bianca already rolled. Okay, that's... Then Salima, if you will roll a 2d6 for me, for perception.
"Lol,
It is matched, that's fine. Okay,
that's
you kind of
What?
What?
7 and an 8."
So how the rolling
It's
works in this is you just look for 5 or 6.
Okay, all right.
So
Yeah,
it's
no,
a success or a
it's pools.
non-success.
Yes, my bad.
With that being said, you notice that there is a rather small person kind of trying to sneak up behind you.
I 10. I face them.
She
Hello,
immediately hides the
small
chisel.
one. Hello, small one. Can I help you?
No!
Why
She
do
then
you
proceeds
approach me? Oh, sorry.
She proceeds to stand awkwardly after saying no.
The Sasha will just kind of like roll his eyes a little bit and go, I think he wants to pick. I think they want to pick your pocket. What pockets you don't have, you know.
Is that something only Selena can understand?
Yes.
Okay.
You can, all you notice is like the cat kind of like emoting in any kind of way a normal cat would. So
Just
like,
plain ass cat sounds.
yeah.
You, why do you approach me?
Sorry. Headphones fell down.
I would like for Skin and Runka to roll 2d6 as the conversation is still going on, hopefully.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
You need me to roll?
Yes. Okay, you all no, you just bypass it. Okay, cool. Icar, continue.
This one was investigating.
Questions you have. Why?
Items me wants is
What is it you seek?
samples. Samples me wants.
What is samples?
Extractions, samples, mosses.
I have no moss.
But that is where green one is mistaken, you see, for there are many kinds of mosses. I have to get used to this, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
For C's the green one is not from same place as Me's is. You see, Me's needs things from other things, and that is how Me's makes the different things.
You are a crafter, creator, maker.
This is truth.
I understand. What do you seek from me?
Flesh bits. That
Do
is
not
all.
take my flesh.
No, Mies does not want your flesh. Mies just wants the things growing in your flesh.
I enjoy the things in my flesh. Please do not remove them.
Mies did not foresee this issue. Mies has to think about this.
This one sounds like a serial killer.
What will you do with fleshy bits?
Experimentation, he does.
Salima, if you can, what does Sasha call you?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably, honestly, I'll leave it up to you. Honestly, I'm already getting, like, cat adaptation of Grimoire Weiss from Near Replicant, and it's like this sassy and nonchalant cat. I love it. Go with what your heart says.
Oh, okay. I will think of something. Continue.
What do you create?
Potions, me does. Many concoctions.
I see. They then turn, point to the giant tower. Do you go there?
Why, yes, that was where's Me's going up until this point.
I go there also.
That's nice. She seems
I will
relatively
go now.
disinterested in this fact.
And Selima walks away.
Icar, having kind of lost her opportunity at that, just sort of lets Selima go, snapping her fingers. And to herself, she's just like, God,
man.
God damn it. Way to screw that one up.
So Sasha walks alongside. And just says, that was a strange encounter. I didn't smell any food, so there's no need to continue.
Interesting person. I find it strange that they commented on my greenness when they also are green.
Yeah,
Side
but you're
note.
like more of a
When
deeper
you
green.
speak to the cat,
Oh.
are you speaking out loud?
Oh yeah, I'm just speaking
Yeah.
plain ass common to this cat.
Okay, just wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Like,
look,
I look
they look like a
thoroughly
total
unhinged.
sociopath.
No one can understand what the cat is saying except for Selima,
Right. Yeah.
and so it just seems like Selima's just talking to themselves.
Oh no, I'm very clearly talking to the cat. Like I look at the cat,
true.
and I talk to the cat. Like it's very obvious I'm having a conversation with the cat, which isn't much better.
Is Icar within earshot?
At this point, no, that they were like
Okay.
crossing the bridge, and like like even if she was, it would be kind of hard to know what was happening because of like the amount of people. There's tons of people in this town. Okay, so on to Skin and Runka. Are you both there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is Lily here?
You okay?
I'm
Lola?
here.
Okay. All right, so Lily, and Skin, you all go back to the warehouse where they were making the canvas for you.
Mm.
And you see the Fae that was helping you. He goes,
Right.
One moment, be right back. He comes out with just lifting this like folded bits of canvas, and just kind of goes, all right, that's like 2 gold.
Ash gave me money, right?
Yes.
I believe she did.
I hand over the money, the 2 gold, not all the money. I hand over 2 gold.
I was gonna say, I sure hope not all the money.
Get yourself something nice.
So he hands the canvas over to you. He goes, okay, I don't have any like stakes or anything for that, so you'll have to go somewhere else. But thank you.
Oh, we can manage. This was the hard part. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Nice fella. I hoist the canvas up. Scan, being a fairly physical individual, has carried heavy canvas before. He's not his first.
It's really not that heavy because of how
No,
much
exactly. So
it easily
he
fits in your pack.
Oh, it fits in my pack. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stow it, and I turn back to Runka and just go, "Did we ever agree on a meeting place?"
Nope. I assumed we were gonna ditch her.
Well, I'm kind of being paid to work with her. I don't know what your deal is.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I am just merely bored.
Bored enough to commit to this camping trip.
Why not?
Okay.
I merely wander where the wind takes me, and you just happen to be interested enough for me to follow you.
Kinky.
I'm flattered. Anyway, I think probably the best place to go is the library. I think it's a big enough place that if you were looking for somebody, they'd be there.
You be looking for somebody, Wunka just smiles and just looks at Steve.
You know what I mean.
She nods. Yes. We got what we came for. We probably should meet up at the library.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all start heading back to the library. Swoosh on over to Ash, who has taken her first steps into the library/government building. What is your plan here, Ash?
I'm heading to my sister's office.
Okay, so you head over to your sister's office, and as you come in, a guard stops you and says, "Just a moment. She's in a meeting."
A meeting? Who the hell is she in a meeting with?
A couple of diplomats and politicians. It'll be just a few minutes. She's been in there for an hour already.
Fine, I could wait. I lean against the wall.
So as you're leaning against the wall, can you make a oh, what the fuck? Okay. Just make a massive 2d6 roll for me, please. Okay, you're just kind of hanging out. Okay, back over to Salima. As you reach the front steps of the gigantic building that is the library, it's just insanely massive. And you walk up these front steps and you enter in through the front door. And you're just in this hallway. This hallway is just huge, way overhead. And you see that it goes for a while. You actually have to walk for a few minutes to get to the end of this hallway to the library that's at the back. That you can see kind of in the distance, but on the walls and like in the archway overhead is just a mural of these battles that have taken place between two unknown to you armies. You've never seen anything like it.
I approach the nearest person who seems to be working at this place, who seems to be doing something here, right? I approach them and I point to the mural. Those people, are they going to be okay? Why are they there?
The person you approached is kind of a larger man. And he just says, who?
They are trapped, are they not? Pointing to the mural. They seem to not understand that it's a painting.
the artwork?
What is this? I have never seen image so lifelike.
That's about the Virkish Crusaders that came like 100 years, over 100 years ago. It's just a historical artwork.
I see. History of this land.
Mm-hmm.
Like paintings. I see. Thank you. And Salima walks away.
Ash,
Yes.
can you roll 2d6 for me again? Okay, you, like, as you're sitting there, just like leaning up against the hallway outside of your sister's office, someone is touching my chair and it scared me. God damn it, that scared me. Okay, anyway, you're just leaning up against the hallway. You hear just like a loud and strange way of talking coming up over like the murmur in the hallway, and you look over and you see this lizard folk, kind of tall and lanky lizard folk, just dressed and just completely out of place in for the government building, especially Antigua itself. And a cat, and a cute, cuddly cat.
I'm gonna go investigate.
And Sasha will look up to you, Salima, and just be like, "I don't smell any fish."
There are no fish in this building. We will get you fish later. Please. We have work to do.
I don't like work though. I missed swamp.
I missed the swamp too. Ground is hard. Air is dirty.
Okay, Ash, what is it that you do?
I approach and go, "Yo, Scaly, who the fuck are you?"
Ooh, that's a racist term. Bam. Okay.
I am Salima.
Yeah, what brings you here?
You're also severely out of place.
I let go of the. I am severely out of place. I am here for answers, directions I seek.
Ah, so you got your ass lost, of course.
No, I have mission.
Yes.
There
yes.
is
Yes, you did get
winter.
yourself lost.
Winter is coming to all
No.
lands, and it will not go. There is death. I must stop it.
Oh, really? Interesting. Well, you might have just wound up getting your scaly ass in the right place.
This one also seems like a serial killer.
I grin, even
You-
though I don't hear the.
Yeah, so you
I
have
look
no
down,
idea.
I look down to Shasha. Please, you are being rude.
What, you think there's something wrong with the way I talk?
I was speaking to my friend. They say, indicating the cat with one hand.
Okay, clearly. I'm saying under my breath, fucking crazy ass lizard.
You said I have found correct person. No,
Possibly. You good at anything?
I am druid. I have magic. I speak to animals. They respond in kind.
I'm gonna look at the cat.
Only if they're not rude.
The cat does not like you. Shasha, his friend, is skeptical, does not like city, wants food.
Food, huh? I could find you that.
Uh,
Hey, if I pay you in food, you mind helping me out with some stuff?
I could do that.
Be quiet, small friend. I am. What tasks do you wish done?
Well, me and a group of associates here. We got some shit to take care of. We've got to go all the way to what was that town again?
It's a group of serial killers.
Well, we got to go to this town,
Arbor
the
home.
Arbor Home. Plus, we got to kick a whole bunch of orc ass. So, you in?
I do not.
Lima, roll
Oh?
roll 2d6.
Okay.
Sorry, there's chicken in my mouth.
That's a no.
Okay, no, you don't know what an orc is.
What is orc?
Big, mean, stupid, and smelly.
That describes many of my kin. I left them, but I would not attack them. Why?
They're not quite like you. They like to fuck shit up for the sake of fucking shit up. And right now, they're blocking trade to the city.
I see.
Ash,
What
Ash, you
is
know-
trade?
Ash, you know that orcs are like, they don't like fuck shit up for the sake of fucking shit up. They are specifically like chaos
Mission-oriented.
incarnate. Like, so it is, yes, fucking shit up for the sake of fucking shit up, but like they are monstrous basically. Like,
Yeah. Well, they're fucking monsters. See, Ian? They're not like you.
I do not prefer violence.
Great.
But if it is to
Southern
protect others, I will see what I can do. Perhaps I help in other capacity.
Well, we do have a bit of a refugee problem in the city, and without that trade, well, people are going to get killed starving, you know?
Correct. People in city are weak. They need food from elsewhere.
I
So you
also
in?
need food from elsewhere. Right about now.
I will follow along for now.
Sounds good. Hey, if you're hungry, I could show you the cafe. Come on.
It's clear that Slima is very uncomfortable and incredibly skeptical of what's going on. They're playing with their cards close to their chest. They do not trust this person.
During this conversation, Icar, you enter into the library and you see the whole thing as well. And as you are entering, can you roll 2d6 for me?
Repeat that. Sorry, my family was talking to me.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, so you notice the conversation between the lizard folk that you talked to earlier and this human as you are walking into the government building side of the library.
Oh, shit. Icar slowly tries to edge around them and avoid getting seen by the lizard folk.
Okay, I would like for both of you, Ash and Selima, to roll 1d6. And for Icar to roll 2d6. Okay, that's a fail. So Selima, you notice the goblin, that small green one, that was trying to sneak up behind you earlier, kind of awkwardly try to sneak by you in the hallway as you are talking to this human.
How far away from me?
Like the other side of the hallway, so like about 20-30 feet away.
I fucking let her. There's no reason to call out. There's no reason to bring attention.
Okay.
The goblin can go about their business.
That's fine. All right. You all, I guess all three of you, say what you're doing now at this point.
Is it obvious that Selima noticed the Icar?
That is up to Selima.
Selima would have made eye contact if possible, only for a brief moment. Would have just looked, been like, "I see that you are there," and then let it go.
Okay, perfect. If anyone else doesn't have anything dire, I have a response.
Go ahead.
Why, hello, lizard that I have never met before. Hi. I'm doing business things. Yes. Don't worry about me.
Well, Ash, you now notice.
Hello, strange green one. How can I help you once more?
I don't know what you might once more. We have never met.
Did you hurt your head?
Oh, not at all.
Ash, you notice that your
Great.
new, you notice that your new, very tall green friend is now talking to a smaller, quite short green friend.
Had a tall friend who had a small friend.
This one's a bit strangely. This one's not as strangely dressed or anything, They definitely just look like a normal goblin. However, they have a lot of stuff that kind of makes them stand out a bit, especially the fact that their weapon is a crossbow and is not your typical crossbow.
Her flasks also rattle as she moves.
Yes.
Yo, Gobbo. Nice weapon you got there. You any good with it?
Well, I created it myself. I would hope I'm good with it.
Well, I could use another person. You busy?
That depends on what it is that you intend to busy me with. You see, I am an academic, and I have lots that I need to be doing. So I can't just go ahead and waste my time with any old endeavor.
An academic, you say? I think I was told something about an academic.
Please join us. I do not trust this one.
Selima has also probably noticed that Icar is talking completely differently now.
And Sasha would just be like, you trust that one? They're both serial killers.
This one did not call me hurtful
Hostage.
words. They say to the cat.
She said you had moss in between your toes.
Factual statement. Selima
Rude.
wiggles their toes.
I did not need to know.
The toes wanting that monster.
I did not need to know this. Now I don't want any fish. I just want to get out of here.
Shasha's just like, please let me go swim.
So, what I intend to busy with? Well, I've got this bit of a mission. Pay is good.
Pay and wealthiness is not necessarily something that I am particularly about. You see, wealth is only a vehicle with which to achieve more supplies in order to create more knowledge.
Oh, you like learning shit, eh?
You create potions, you are a healer. No, we will be helping people. Be safe. Preemptive healing.
I would like to point out, I have no idea what this lizard is talking about. We have never met before.
Clearly.
Ash, you will feel a hand kind of clasp on your shoulder, and it's an armored hand, and it's the guard, and he just says, she'll see you now.
Yo, I'll be back. I wave at them. And I make my way to my sister's office.
Quick, while one of the serial killers is gone, we can make a break for it.
Brusque, isn't she?
Very strange person. Very rude. Called me scaly.
Isn't that racist to people like you?
It was used to be hurtful when I was child.
Yeah, that tracks.
So Ash, as you enter into your sister's
Oh, I may be too
as you enter into your sister's office, she says, oh, there you are. Have you, are you getting ready to leave?
Joshy. I am. However, there's something I need.
Oh, do you need some supplies or anything? I don't have much that I can hand over, but I do have some.
Could you maybe give me an advance in, like, let's say 500 gold?
Excuse me?
You know, just 500 gold. I grin.
You know that the majority of our dealings are under the table, right?
Yes.
And if anyone were to find out that I pay you in at all, I could be tried, and so could you.
You could always just say you're renting a ship.
I'd have to use my own money.
Please, for your little sis.
I don't have that much just laying around. I
Well,
can give you 100 of the money that I have set aside for other expeditions. This is taxpayer government money. But this would be specifically used for your expedition.
Oh, yes, it certainly would. But that won't be quite enough. I was only able to talk him down to 400.
What are you wanting to buy? What do you need?
Oh, this thing is fucking beautiful, sis. It's this black dagger. Oh, and it is just so great for stabbing orcs.
Sounds like it, but don't you have daggers already?
Not like this one.
You can't afford it.
No.
Runka and Skin, you are entering into the library area now, the front stairs and everything.
Right, okay. I think, like, Sken is not a socially awkward person. But I think, like, his instinct would just simply be, like, I think the best place to meet is where we've been. And he just immediately is thinking, I have to go to the cafe. Like, somehow it makes sense to him, like, if I wait here, everyone will come back.
Okay, so that's where you're headed. Can you and Runka both roll 1d6 for me?
Oof.
Okay, so neither of you notice anything going on. And
Totally normal day at the library.
And you all just walk by and you head towards the cafe at the end. Icar and Salima, what are you all doing at this point? You guys just hanging out waiting for Ash to get done?
Icar, not entirely sold on this plan at all, has mostly kind of started to go back to her own business, though she's kind of just awkwardly, like, still gravitating around Salima, not quite leaving the conversation, but not quite feeling committed to it, as she just sort of picks books off of shelves and just...
Well, where you just were was just in the hallway. You were not in the library. So if Salima doesn't go to the library, you're not there.
In that case, just sort of idly looking at stuff around.
Salima looks to the goblin and says, "I do not trust that one."
Yeah, she's a serial killer, but so is this one.
You, Salima eyes Shasha angrily. Would you please not interrupt me?
I'll interrupt you if I please. You haven't given me any fish.
Angry scowl. Can't really tell it's an angry scowl unless you know lizard folk well. Otherwise it just looks like a blank stare. Turns back to Icar. You are different than when I met you before. You do not recognize me.
Oh, right. Look, I'm just going to be frank with you. I was trying to take my samples without you knowing, and I figured if I acted like an absolute idiot or some sort of racial stereotype of some kind, you might actually think I was just some sort of bum. But that didn't quite work, so I had to play my own cards in order to keep myself from getting arrested. You see, this has happened multiple times. It's sort of a trend when you tend to disregard people's space.
Selima, realizing that this is going on and on, reaches down between their toes, grabs a little bit of moss between the thick and hard scales on their foot, and holds it out to Icar.
Oh, yes!
During Icar's monologue there, Sasha's go, serial killer activity, and then he'll notice that you're handing that over. Well, that's gross. That is... You need to wash yourself.
Icar pulls a pair of tongs from her little satchel and grabs the moss with her little tongs, and she proceeds to take a little tiny little test tube. Just kind of shoves the moss into the test tube and corks it.
It is gesture of goodwill, they say to both Icar and Shasha.
You think she won't kill you just because you gave her toe moss?
You know, you aren't so bad, lizardy one. Say, do you have a name?
I am Salima. I do not spend time with others.
I see. Is that with 2 S's or 3?
What?
2 S's or 3? It's just a simple question.
I am sorry. I do not know letters. I cannot read. No teaching.
Make it
We'll just write it with 3 then.
Make it 4.
I was about to respond to that. Remember, it's a cat.
Selima leans down to the cat and says, "What is S?"
I don't know, but make it 4.
My friend says 4.
4. Interesting. You must be from the north.
Shasha
then.
is overachiever.
Make
So
mine 6.
6.
3 on each.
It's just all S's after a while. Oh, your feline companion here. Are they enchanted by it, perhaps?
No.
I'm
I
enchanted by
have.
the fact that you're a serial killer.
Shasha, please. Selima grumpily chastises the cat and then returns to the
Mark my
conversation.
words, one of us will end up dead. I guarantee it.
I can speak with the animals and they respond in kind. I have wild magic.
As absurd as that notion is, you don't seem exactly the type of, in terms of degree of development, that you would be able to actually form unique sort of conversations in this regard. There are far too many nuances to the way that you're
Shasha.
responding.
Selima reaches down, grabs another piece of moss, holds it out in front of Icar, and imbues it with magic, causing it to grow. Not greatly, but very perceptibly.
Hold on. Whoa, hold on. Roll 3d6 on that. Make sure you're able to do it. You don't. No. You fail.
It explodes.
You know, it just doesn't happen. You just like observe and nothing happens.
You think you could sate me with more moss? What do I look like?
Selima breaks off, very obviously baffled. It must be. There is no nature here. It must be the stone, the walls, the cold dead space.
Icar starts waving her hand, just kind of interrupts Selima. No. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to make up some sort of ridiculous sort of notion. The nature of magic is simply an unstable one. It happens. You can just confess that you had a bit of an accident. You don't need to make up some silly story.
I'm going to take a nap if this is going to go on much for longer. Just make sure she doesn't kill me, okay? And Sasha just kind of like curls up at your feet.
Sasha looks down, sighs, looks back up to Icar. Anyways, we leave this place before other one returns. I do not trust. I do not want to be insulted again.
As brusque as she might be, for unfortunate lack of a second better word, I kind of had some business here, and I would rather like to attend to that.
What is this business, may I ask?
She's gonna kill someone.
Nudges Sasha with their foot.
Knowledge, merely, that is all. This is one of the largest repositories of different sorts of knowledge, and I'm someone who seeks knowledge, and thus it is just sort of natural that I'm going to want to research here at any opportunity.
I, too, seek knowledge.
Just watch, she's gonna seek the knowledge of the inside of a person's heart.
Dead silence.
On a live subject. Well, I guess they won't be live at that point.
Perturbed silence.
Okay, let's zoom back over to Ash, who is being written a note of a writ at this point for 100 gold. Alright, just take this over to the bank. You know the one. And they will give you the 100 gold pieces. But remember, you have to detail what you buy.
Yeah, receipts. Of course I got this, Joshy.
And you know that you have to detail what you buy, and you didn't buy it.
Oh yeah, no, I've got this goblin friend. I'm gonna put it all in his name.
Okay, that works. Just, again, promise me you'll be careful.
Yeah, I'm not looking to get myself killed.
Sometimes I wonder.
Skin is just quietly drinking a cup of water at the cafe because it's free, and you just see him look out the window and just go like, I gotta chill just now.
Thanks, Joshy. You won't regret this.
Is this at the library?
Ash's thing that's going on is at the library, but in an office, so you all
Alright,
don't.
so why we don't hear this?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I just gotta chill.
And then she says, one more thing. I just wanted to say that in regards to Arborholm, where you are headed first,
Yeah?
we haven't received a crow from there in today at all. Usually we receive a couple.
Oh, well, that's some concerning shit.
It may just be, they may just be having a slow day, or something, something minor, but it's not too much to worry about. However, it is something of slight concern that I thought maybe you'd want to know.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'll look into that too. Maybe they're getting intercepted by those damn orcs.
That would be impressive of orcs to do. Shooting at random crows.
You never know. Maybe they got hungry.
Touche? I don't know.
I'm gonna
Orcs
take the
are
writ.
just pretty dumb. From what I've fought in the past. She hands over the writ and says, "Okay. Good luck.
Thanks, Joshy. I'm not gonna get killed. See ya.
Bye."
Now I'm gonna run out and try to catch up to the lizard and goblin I left alone to their own devices.
Okay, we'll move over to Skin and Runka. While you're in the cafe, Scylla is still working, and she pops back over to you all and says, "So, how'd it go at my uncle's shop?"
He's a very interesting person, I will say.
Yeah.
Very friendly, very kind, very helpful.
Did you buy yourself any beaters?
Oh yes, I have this, and I display my blackjack.
I am happy you bought something from him. How about sticks?
I did not get a stick. Did you buy a stick, Runka? I don't remember.
Runka would just shake her head no.
Okay, any slashers?
A friend of ours got some slashers, some throwing knives.
Yeah.
Crafts them all himself, yeah?
No. He found them.
That sounds like there's a story there.
Oh, no, we don't know where any of it's from, really. He just kind of one day came back with a bunch of beaters, sticks, and slashers. And so he just cleaned them up and started selling them.
That's not a red flag at all.
I can't fault a entrepreneurial spirit like that. In my line of work, you hear about a lot of that.
Yes, pirates do steal a lot of stuff off of dead bodies.
You're a pirate?
A career sailor.
That wasn't a no.
No, that wasn't a no.
I have worked on ships in which their legality was questionable, but I would say at least a good 80% of my time as a sailor has been on ships doing legal good things, like fishing.
Well, now we can see he wasn't a good pirate if he's talking openly about this. He's not a very
Maybe I'm
good
a-
liar.
For all you know, I'm a great liar. Listen, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not dangerous. I promise. My days of sailing and doing anything bad has long since passed me. I'm just trying to keep my head above water.
So you don't
that's what you
deny
think.
that you were a pirate.
I don't deny that I've had a shady past.
So you're not good at lying.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. It's just fun to annoy you.
Do you all want to order anything?
Yes, I'll have another coffee. Thank you.
And you?
I
Ma'am?
could just go for some water.
Okay. She goes and she grabs the back into the back. Icar and Salima, I'm assuming that you all were headed towards the library. For
Icar decides to stop for coffee.
Oh no, okay. Oh, I forgot. You all don't know anything about the library on the inside. So the library is 3 floors. It is very large and circular. You're in a dome, basically. The center at the roof of the dome is glass, and it lets light shine in. And on the bottom floor, it's literally just walls and rows of books. That's all that's on the bottom floor. And the pillars that hold up the balconies, obviously. And then there's to the right, after you just enter into the library, there's a staircase that goes up to the second floor balcony, in which there are more rows and walls of books. And then there's another staircase that leads up to the third floor, which has a cafe and an inn where you can get rent a room that has a small desk and lighting for you to continue reading your books, because you are not allowed to check out books. There are actually guards at the entrance to the library to make sure that you are not taking any books out of the library. Okay, so you just entered the library. What are you doing?
I'll let Selena take the lead.
Selima awkwardly looks around for a few moments, and then, are there any desks? Are there are there librarians?
Yes, there are. At the center of the bottom floor, there is a circular kind of like reception type area where there are a few people working, as well as some tables and other like desks and chairs around that people are sitting in and reading books and working on like papers and such.
All right, so Selima doesn't know much about civilization or society at all, but they do know enough to recognize a front desk. So they approach the front desk. Or they approach.
There is a dwarf man behind the counter, and he looks up and sees you guys. How can I help?
There is death coming, my swamp. It dies. The plants, the land, the animals.
He's like physically taken back by like your first sentence. Death coming. Excuse me.
I must understand what is going on. I was told to come here. The knowledge, learning, people who help. Guidance.
Well, there are plenty of books here to read from. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Winter coming from long distance. March slow, crawl against land, consume all.
The dwarf will look over to you, Icar, as you're just kind of like hanging around.
I actually just, once Selima kind of walked off, Icar just kind of accepted, like, okay, so that's the end of this conversation. And then just sort of went
okay.
in that way the introverts do.
So you just kind
so
of
like, okay, the conversation's over, I'm gonna leave now. And just sort of left, like walking in the direction of the whatever section has information on fungus.
Oh, I 100% should have played a competent character.
So okay.
That's supposed to. Sorry.
Okay, so the dwarf just kind of is very confused and is like, well, there's books on weather. There's books on historical winters. There's
I cannot read.
Oh. Let me get someone for you. Just one moment.
I'm sorry, I just love how blunt Selena is.
Never played a character like this before.
And he's like, just a moment, and then he kind of walks out and from behind the counter and heads over to one of the tables that's outside of the desk area, but still in the center, and he finds a goblin, a fairly young goblin, and and he kind of like whispers in her ear, and then
Hey, listen!
I wasn't ready for that. Was not ready for that, Bianca. God damn it. Anyway, so she comes back over to the to you, Salima, and says, "Hi, my name is Nia, and you need someone to help you?"
Yes, I am Salima. I come from swamp near Vecnir's Haven to address coming winter. Doom approaches. I fight.
In the middle of your explanation there, she goes, "Ooh, kitty!" and like just bends down and starts petting Sasha.
Salima doesn't stop speaking during the interruption.
And she so after petting Sasha goes, "This one's not a serial killer."
You would say that, Salima whispers, getting the impression that other people cannot, in fact, hear those conversations.
And then she pops back up. "What are you needing? What books?"
I do not know. I have never held a book before.
She just kind of like produces one from behind her, and she goes, "Here's one."
Salima grabs hold of it.
It is a book titled.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, okay.
I can't read.
You don't. You just see kind of
can't read. I have no
characters
idea
on
what
the
it
the front.
Picture.
It says. So, what do you think?
Salima opens it, flips through some pages, sees lots and lots of letters, looks very hard at it. Once again, expressions that you would see if you would, you're familiar with lizard folk, but not otherwise. Scowling, very, very daunted by this thing.
She grabs the
have
book
found.
back real quick and goes, "So, you need something about cold weather?"
I need. Salima pauses. Salima thinks. Nia can see the concentration. The gears are turning, and they are trying to express what they have in their heart to something that they can communicate. I seek history of winter, old stories, old.
Ah, well, in that case, the lusty lizard folk maid will not help us. Let's go to the second floor.
You lead, I will follow.
She sets the book down, and so you start heading up to the second floor. What's your name? Icar. What are you doing?
Icar went for wherever the fungus section is.
So you go over and you find some books on the second floor is like the non-fiction section. So you're just up on the second floor, and you're finding stuff on like biology and of like flora and fauna and stuff. That's where you are. And you're roll 2d6 for me.
But fungus is neither flora nor fauna.
Yes, it is.
No, fungus is fungus.
Well,
Actually,
it's at this point in Antiguan, like, what do you call it?
No, you in the
Horticulture.
development of time. Yeah, no,
Horticultural
you're 100%
history.
correct.
They would just think that it's a plant.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be pedantic.
You are not really like you're searching through books, but you're not really finding anything on. I'm assuming you're looking for something on the specific stuff that you got from the green toes.
Mostly, actually, she's just looking to know about some just other fungus that might be out there, so she can keep making more potions and shit.
Okay. Then roll one more d6 for me. Then give you advantage on that roll. Then. Oh, okay. You actually do find something. So you find a book that's kind of all about just like flora of, but only specifically of the marshlands down by that one place, Fort Vogue. And you begin to start flipping through that book. Ash, you enter into the library finally.
I'm looking for those two.
Roll 2d6 for me. Okay, so you, as you're looking through, you don't find them on the first floor. And as you climb up the stairs to go to the second floor, you actually notice Icar, the goblinoid, one, just kind of sitting on a bench, flipping through a book near the top of the stairs there.
Ah, there you are. I sit next to her. We didn't get to finish our deal there.
Icar?
Oh, shit. Sorry, my roommate was talking to me.
Okay.
Could you repeat what I was being addressed for?
Ash, say it again.
Ah, there you are. Didn't get to quite finish our little transaction there.
Oh, hi. No, we didn't.
Ah, you don't seem too enthusiastic, do you?
Look, inherently, there's a heavy degree of what is going on here that seems to have... What's the word that most people use? Shady surrounding around it.
No, it's all government sanctioned, I swear.
So shady.
No, some serious shit's going down and we need to handle it.
And is there a particular reason you're looking for an academic in order to assist with this?
It could come in handy. Mostly I'm interested in that bow of yours.
I mean, I am quite proud of my inventing abilities and whatnot, but it's an odd thing to fixate on.
It looks handy.
It's gotten me through a couple of scuffles, this is true. She seems to be fighting with herself of wanting to, brag, but also not wanting to come across as interesting.
Tell you what, you are an academic, right?
Why, yes.
And an inventor?
Yes.
Well, I can't remember the name of that city.
Arborholm?
Arborholm. Arborholm is home to several artisans from what I hear.
This is true.
Bet you could learn a lot from them.
This is also quite true.
And that just so happens to be where my little party is heading.
You drive a hard bargain.
So you in?
Tentatively.
Fuck yeah. Now let's go find that big ass lizard.
Oh, why are we grabbing the lizard?
Oh.
I like the lizard, but it's just... I don't know, I get awkward.
You seemed attached to me.
You seem attached.
Got him.
This is a clever one. I like you. All right, smart stuff. Let's go.
Okay. So Scylla comes back out with your coffee skin and your water, Runka. He goes, so where's the third one?
Oh, I believe she's on official business.
Official?
Expecting to see her back here in a little bit. Yeah, you know, we discussed our little journey. I'm assuming she had to speak to someone about I'm actually not sure what. To be fair, Sken would not know what Ash has been doing this whole time. He's just assuming it's important. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's very important.
Sounds like he got ditched.
Sick burns all around.
That's small noise. Oh my god.
I think this would be more fun if I could see the look on his face.
The out of character, the coffee's a gold, right? That's what was established.
It's a gold for 2 copies.
I slide her 2 gold.
2 gold? Okay.
I felt bad about, like, if I was scaring her earlier with the pirate talk, so I just, like, it's a tip.
I mean,
Okay.
to be fair, it can't be as bad as the time I'm like, hey, by the way, the entire town where your family probably lives is probably gone by now.
I'll give it a few more minutes, but you might be right on that one, and I might need to look into other business while I'm in town. Thank you for the coffee, by the way. It's lovely.
I didn't make it. And then
Well,
she
thank you
just,
for your-
but she doesn't wait for your response and just turns and walks away.
You're very good with the ladies, aren't you, Skiff?
Can she be in our party?
I love her. Yes.
She's just like, take your awkward ass somewhere else, buddy.
Okay, so back over to Selima. If Ash and Icar can both roll 2d6. So the goblin is just like, okay, so you said weather history, preferably stuff about winter. So there's probably not going to be anything. Huh?
History and prophecy. Selima very suddenly adds.
Okay, so Ash, did you just roll that?
I did.
Wait, no, you just rolled that. Icar,
I failed.
Icar did not roll 2d6.
Icar is going to bathroom.
Icar is what?
AFK.
Okay, anyway,
Did you make this map, by the way?
yes, this map is mine.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's lovely. You did a wonderful job. Had I money, I'd be commissioning you, like, at the end of the session.
Oh,
I don't know if you're being serious or sarcastic.
yeah.
No,
this
I'm
is-
100% serious. This is a really nice map. I love it.
Oh, then you should just get Incarnate. This is what I used to make it. I didn't draw it or anything.
You're convincing me.
Like, I made this map as well.
Well, yeah, no, I understand. Like, I understand how Incarnate works. That doesn't lessen the quality of these maps you have made, and like
Oh, thank you.
the effort that you've put into them.
I am trying.
You're doing well.
Anyway, so she's just like, kind of like scratches her head and goes, history and prophecy at the same time? Winter, Are you thinking of some sort of apocalyptic moments or calamities?
What is? I do not know these words.
How do I say? Big danger, threaten all worlds.
End times. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I might know what we are needing. She kind of leads you along over. Oh, hey, there's Bianca. Okay. Just a moment. We'll get back to you. She leads you over to a section of large and old looking books, and she pulls one out and she flips it open. The only thing that I could think of that signals any kind of end times or that goes along with the cold or a winter is the history of Mundornu. Can you roll 2d6, Zenotia? You do not know what Mundornu is.
I absolutely would not anyways, I don't think.
Most people do. It's a very, very often told legend.
Okay, alright.
But she will expect you to know what Mundornu is. Everyone knows what Mundornu is.
Will you teach it to me?
Oh, the history of Mundornu. Okay. Well, Mundornu was the largest and fiercest dragon of Enea. He actually killed all of the other dragons. There were no more dragons left other than...
Selima scowls. This fact makes them upset.
And then, sorry. I lost my train of thought all of a sudden.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Sorry. You're fine. Not only did Mundornu kill all the other dragon and was therefore the strongest of the dragons, he's also the only thing in history that our people have ever known to be able to cause large-scale damage in the way of frost. His breath was like that of shooting a ray of ice, which not only affected whatever was in its path, but also went on for miles.
I see.
However, long ago, 5 adventurers set out and took on Mundornu and his contingency, which was Thacker and an army of dead. Thacker was a necromancer, you see. And they were able to take down not only Thacker, but also Mundornu himself. His head, they cut off his head, and it is still being displayed in Revan to this day.
I see. What is dragon?
At this moment is when Bianca, you notice you notice Selima asking this other goblin before her before them what is dragon?
I'm sitting here like, oh god, what would Icar think?
Keep in mind you're still with Ash.
Oh yes, okay. May I roll my own knowledge on dragons?
I mean, you want sure? Roll 3d6.
Well, it's a success, I suppose.
Yes. So what basically what you know about dragons, the dragons from in Enea are typically like your more Western style fantasy dragons, you know. And you know that they're basically just large lizard-like creatures with 2 large back legs, 2 kind of smaller front legs, and wings on their back.
Upon hearing...
And they generally have some sort of breath attack depending on what they are, what kind of dragon they were. But you also know that dragons have not existed in Enea for over 1,000 years, except for Mundornu, who was defeated within the not within the millennia, but kind of like ambiguous time period about a millennia ago sometime.
Icar takes this opportunity upon hearing the word dragon to immediately go on an incredibly long rant about the alchemical properties of dragons. Or at least the hypothetical alchemical properties.
That works, yeah.
Selima stands, listening intently. Every word, soaking it. They listen, and they try to understand. They hear all of the words. They sure do. But most of them don't make sense. At the end, they ask. Could you please explain what is dragon do?
These are the words of a serial killer.
We don't have time for this shit.
Look, I just want to express that if we were to actually get a hold of a dragon carcass, we could literally power our entire ecosystem. We could create a new form of energy that would be able to basically power incredible amounts of machinery. That's all I'm saying.
Machinery of death.
What is machinery?
It's the clangy stuff.
Quick out of character, feel free to not answer as many of Selima's really dumb, really low threshold questions. Pick and choose which one. There will be a number of them.
No, wait, no, I have a better response to what is machinery. It's the stuff that goes big clang clang whir, buzz zoom.
Do you all know each other? This is the goblin speaking.
Oh yes, we met in the entrance.
Oh, okay, so you can help her read then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, she doesn't seem to know what she's looking for.
I don't know what she's looking for either. I'm not even sure she's a she.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Selima looks completely genderless to any non-lizard folk or somebody who's not lived around lizard folk for a long time.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Both things in character were totally reasonable.
Yes.
Ash, you are here too, by the way.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we don't have time for another fucking lecture, so let's just get out of here. Come on.
Honestly, I'm kind of impressed you let me get away with the first one.
Yeah, you seemed into it.
Can Runka roll 2d6? Wait, hold on. Ignore that for a second. Skin roll 1d6.
What about me?
Runka also roll 1d6.
Hey! When it counts.
Okay, so Skin, you kind of, out of the corner of your eye, notice some goings on at the top of the stairs and on floor 2, which is across the balcony from you, basically. And you notice that Australia is one of the people engaging in the goings on, while at this point, at the first point of you noticing, it was there was some goblin going off on some sort of historic lecture about dragons or something.
Yeah,
but now you notice that she is talking to them and saying, like, let's cheese it.
My ears twitched, and I kind of stare over at the conversation. I raise my hand up towards Runka and then stop myself from saying out loud, "Look over there," and then I just turn and say, "I see Ash."
Oh, joy. Luca's gonna just grab a book that she might have stolen earlier, and it's just looking
It's
like
a
she's reading it.
library.
Yeah, I say
Steal
stolen.
a book from a library.
I say
You
steal.
can't take the books out of this library, remember?
I say steal in the sense of she just grabbed one and is just reading it. Oh, looking like she's reading it.
Fair. Okay. Well, if you want to sit there, you're not. It looks like we have the rest of the party that Ash was making. You don't have to follow us. If you'd like to, I will be heading towards her. After all, I do have the hammocks.
Runka would sigh and close the book and just start to get up, grabbing her stick.
Were you even reading that? Or was that a bit?
She just smiles, and she'll never reveal her secrets.
I'm sure there's books in Braille. But anyway.
As Kiki has said before, unless it's done by brush, the indents from the quills.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we, I pick up and start shuffling down towards there. I also stop myself from yelling at Ash, realizing I'm in a library.
Okay, so Skin and Runka kind of run into the rest of the group.
Yeah.
As Runka approaches, Ikar's eyebrows raise up, and she points at Runka. You. She does not.
Runka will not notice that.
That was great. However, Ikar does not know that Runka is blind. This is a very pointless motion. And thus, after noticing that she is not noticed, Ikar approaches Runka and just puts a fucking hand on her face.
Runka is just gonna swat her with a stick.
Ow. That hurts, you know?
Well, it's rather rude to put your hand on someone's face.
I know you, though. I've seen you before.
Oh, you two know each other?
Runka's gonna tilt her head at that.
Out of curiosity, actually, with Runka's blindness, are her eyes just wide open or are they shut?
No, she keeps her eyes shut, but when you say you know her, they open up slightly to like show like the faded green eyes she usually has.
Yes, no, I know with this face. It what was it? Gob meat of last year? Or was it 2 years ago? What's racking my mind here? They start to blend together after years, you know?
Oh, tell me about it. By the way, hi.
Hello, yes, I noticed you were there. Anyway.
Skin, there you are.
Yeah, hi. No, we got the I don't remember how much gold you gave me.
Skin, at this point, you kind of notice that the lizard folk beside you is not, in fact, a Salamar, and is, in fact, 6'8", not 4 foot tall.
Oh! You must be the other folks you were looking for, right? Ash, you mentioned other party members.
Well, I think this one's one of the ones that was mentioned, but I don't know about this fucking lizard.
Skin, can you roll 2d6 for me?
You can just see gears, the calculus meme right now.
You know that this is definitely 100%, in fact, exactly what Igma described.
It was at that moment that Skin realized he's an idiot.
I'm glad that he finally realized it. I'm pretty sure the rest of the party knew.
Oof.
Icar literally just met him and already knows.
But Lunka is just gonna smile to Anka and just introduce herself of, I am Lunka of the Skelp tribe.
Okay, so but why were you at Gobmeat? That's what I want to know.
Is it not peculiar?
She did just say she's of the Skelp tribe, which is one of the goblin tribes that you would definitely know.
I think that's enough.
I,
Oh, small world. I'm Nia.
and I'm sitting here forgetting which tribe Icar is.
It's a good thing I wrote it down.
Do you need me to?
Un momento, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
In the background, Selima is petting and giving scritches to Shasha.
Good.
Is the cat purring?
You can't hear it. You made a purr sound,
look,
but you can't. You guys can't hear it.
Are you sure about that? Because cats purr really fucking loudly.
Well,
This
I
cat's
was
probably
making
being sassy.
I was making a sound, but Discord didn't pick it up because
Oh,
Discord
okay.
doesn't
That's what
like
you
to
meant.
pick up sounds.
Yeah.
Lame.
I can go-
Sken has just fallen into silence after that realization. And-
Okay.
You okay there, buddy?
Found it.
Okay.
I may have gotten I may have miscalculated on one of the tarps. It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine, you say, but how the hell much is it going to cost me?
I mean, alterations wise, it shouldn't be that much. Look, just tie my hammock together. That should be enough.
Well,
What is going on here? I do not understand. Selima just butts in on the conversation, not knowing that that's not okay.
It's a gang of
hello.
serial killers.
I realized that I didn't introduce myself. I'm Sken. Were you sent? Are you familiar with someone named Igma?
Am I?
No.
Ash, would you like to introduce us to your new friends? Also, I am not a serial killer.
You don't have beast
You don't
speaker.
speak
Sure, I know
animal.
You don't know that.
You have
Oopsie-doopsie.
no
I
idea.
thought
Yeah.
the cat was saying. I thought you said the cat speak common.
No.
No,
Selima
Selimar
speaks.
speaks common to the cat.
Selima.
Oh, I understand
Selima.
now. I'm just stupid.
No
No,
worries.
you're
All
not.
good.
It's okay.
You're not.
Anyways, she's still gonna ask Ash. Would you like to introduce us to your new friends?
Before they can, Icar just interrupts everything, snapping her fingers incredibly loudly. Vendi! Right, Vendi. That's the tribe.
You know, they
Uh,
change names so frequently.
Anyway, this one's
Runka,
brainy.
Runka, you might actually know Icar, so can you roll 1d6 for me?
I'm pretty sure I do, but Icar hasn't said their name. And
Yeah, yeah, well,
you said
once-
in the background.
Once
I-
you
Voice,
know,
yeah.
once you hear the name, roll 1d6 to see if you recognize her voice, though. You do. You actually recognize this as the daughter of the Mixie Things family.
Who are
Munka,
snake
Known
oil
snake oil
salesman.
salesman.
yeah, I know. Munka's gonna pause for a moment, turn back to Aka, and just be like, "No, No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope.
Know what?
Ash, I do not think it's a good idea to have traveling snake oil salesmen in our group.
Okay,
That's no way
You
to
are
talk to-
wrong.
first,
Selima
first
steps
of all, the audacity.
Yeah, I don't sell snake oil. I told you I'm a legitimate businessman.
Gonna look to Skin and just pat him on the head. Skev. Is it Skev? I keep saying Skin.
It's
Skin.
skin.
I was right. Alright, she's just gonna pat him on the head and be like, we know, we know.
Sorry.
We know, being a privateer is a legitimate business.
Ah,
This one-
I know the word. They are takers.
It's
Yeah,
like
no,
this one doesn't
pirates are
seem
bad.
that bad.
So everything got kind of a little bit exciting there for a second. I'm not actually sure what we were establishing.
No, wait, sorry. Did you say the Mixie Thanks family?
Well, yes, I am a member of the Mixie Thanks family. Icar Mixie Thanks, at your service.
Why is that name so familiar?
It is a family well known for selling snake oil, my friend.
That's it. No, great business partners. I managed to move a lot of your product.
I am not entirely associated with my family business. You see, I actually wanted to pursue proper alchemical properties and whatnot. I was not entirely satisfied with mere miracle solutions and wanted to actually pursue into the proper form of logic. And also inventing things, because inventing things is really cool.
Admirable.
Yeah, I get it. Family can stink sometimes.
Tell me about it.
In their case, they literally stink.
Yeah. No, you don't want to sit next to them during gob meat.
It's kind of what happens when you're processing mugwort most of the day.
And you tend to make a lot of enemies.
Oh yes, absolutely. Do you even... I have so many scars.
It's a whole thing.
No, it's actually it's actually almost kind of an event sometimes at the gob meet. My parents will actually talk about all their assassination attempts for the year.
It's the second best thing to watch next to the actual competition.
Huh?
Yes, it must be fun to watch the competition.
We get it, you're blind!
You're blind, are you?
Wait,
This
no,
explains-
Icar, you should know that she's blind.
You must remember, Icar has the memory of a goldfish. She's so self-absorbed, she just forgets
Okay.
most of the information about other people.
Okay.
Sorry, that came out as rude. I apologize. But
Yes,
the
it
jokes are a little... They're running thin.
Anyway, name's Ash. Tear Skin. That's our stalker.
You never said I didn't. You never said to go away.
Sasha will look up at Selima and say, "I wish they all would go away."
I am not sure I disagree,
Oh.
Selima says to the cat plainly.
Okay. I don't know how much this would take for my rations, but I do take a bit of like, upon seeing the cat, Scan immediately takes a piece of rations
Oh.
and feeds it to the cat.
It's fine. Just if you don't buy food in town, then every day that passes, you'll need to take away one of your rations.
Okay. But I do produce some of my rations and offer it to
that's
the
fine.
cat.
That's fine.
Oh, what a lovely
He'll
cat.
Sniff at it for a moment and then take it and then be like, "This one's not a serial killer. We can stay by him for a while."
Sorry, I know.
Unfortunately, our friend Sken does not hear that.
No.
And Selima simply scowls down at the cat and says, "You say this every time food offered."
But that generally means they're a nice person.
Thank
I
you
used
for
to-
your gift, stranger.
Yeah, sorry, it's a strange way to introduce myself. I had a lot of cats on my boats. Sken, pleasure to meet you.
Skin, you hear some light purring and some rubbing of a cat's head on your knee area. Well, I guess actually it'd probably be by your
goblin. No,
it'd
this
be
cat's
by
as
your
he is.
yeah. It's
I do
not
pet the
4
cat
feet
gently.
tall. Holy shit!
Okay, so goblins
It-
are not teeny tiny.
No, they're not teeny tiny.
I think
it's
Icar
it's more at your
sure is.
waist. It's more at your waist.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Icar could ride Shasha, but Sken could not.
Yeah, Sken's a little bigger. He does like instinctively pet the cat. You're joining us for our journey, I take it.
Selima looks around. Selima, the gears turn. There's a long moment of silence as they ponder, looking at the goblins and the blind woman and the just the state of this party, thinking about what was told of the orcs, thinking about responsibility and taking care of people as well as the planet, and says, I must go.
Wait, so you're out?
No, I must go with you.
Oh,
All right, good. You're in.
yeah.
I
No, this
must
is
go. My people need me.
what I thought too. This, you know what though? I think this is shaping up to be quite the crew. You know, I've had my share of ragtag crews on my sails. This one, it's one of the better ones.
I gotta say, you're some of the weirdest folks I've ever worked with.
One of us is gonna die.
My bet is on Skin.
Yeah.
Probably.
Such
So
confidence taking out bets.
okay, so Ash and Skin, you both know. Actually, and Runka. Runka knows of the deal as well. You have a job to do in town. If you want to do it, I guess you can skip out
Oh,
on it. But I'm sure.
Yeah. What is
I'm
the
sure
job?
Igma would be upset.
We were
upsetting
checking out the
spaghetti.
slums, right?
The arrowhead. Well, you don't know what the arrowheads are, but the arrowheads have taken over like a city block basically, and bribed the city guard to stay out of their business. And Ash has been tasked with getting rid of them from that city block in any means necessary, except for talking to the guard. The guard must remain intact.
All right. So here's what we gotta do. Before we take off, there's some shit we gotta handle.
Oh yes, Igma was talking about this.
So before we continue this part, intermission, 5-minute intermission. Everyone be back in 5 minutes. Everyone good with that?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Okay, 5-minute
Okay.
break. Everyone take your 5-minute break. I will set a timer and whatnot. So see you all back in 5 minutes. 5 minutos.
She had something in mind.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, we were just praising Shasha.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should,
She is
10 out of
she is
10 woodcat
immediate-
again.
She has immediately become the life of the party.
you should all subscribe and follow Kiki for this journey because I feel like it's gonna go some places.
Oh shit. I wasn't following you. I fixed that.
We should definitely take care of that first.
Yeah. Besides, give me a chance to see if you guys are worth anything.
We should inform.
I'm here.
We're all back. Okay. We should. Sken just like instinctively turns to the rest of the party. The business may get dangerous. You're all okay with this?
I've done worse things to myself.
I am not stranger to trouble. I have fought many foes.
Good. I don't want it to get to that. I'm not going to resort to violence, but
I'm gonna smirk when you say that.
knowing the area, it
Yeah.
may come to that.
He's definitely going to die first.
Is that in character?
Yes, that was in character.
Probably.
All right.
I will protect us. I do not like this game, Shasha. I want to go home if that is case. I do not believe this is true. All you ever care about is food. Salima turns back to the party, ignoring any further comments from Shasha for the moment.
This gives me an idea for a mechanical automaton bear made in monochrome colors.
Yeah, if it's good at killing orcs, then go ahead and build it.
No, but it's really good at killing high schoolers.
What is high school?
Not important.
Anyway, these arrowhead bastards, they're real fucking assholes. So go ahead and crack a few skulls, slit a few throats, no problem. But there is one detail. The guards.
What is that?
Guards. Can't touch them. And unfortunately, these fucking idiots are on the take.
What?
What is the take, as it were?
Bribed.
By whom?
This idiotic street gang, these fucking calling themselves the Arrowheads.
If they're being bribed, then why do we care what happens to them?
Unfortunately, that's the contract.
I'm sure it would look bad if we did anything to the guards.
Yes,
Besides-
but isn't it bad for them to be breaking the law that they're supposed to uphold?
Yeah, no, I'm with the blind girl on this one.
You don't... City life is so different. Antigua is a place built entirely on shady business.
Look,
It
I don't
isn't
want to
really
piss off
worth
my
saving
sister.
at all.
Does your cat need to go to the bathroom or something? It's talking a lot. Rest in peace.
Oh no!
Oh.
Disconnected.
Their microphone is probably goofing up.
Oh no.
They must scream, but they have no mouth.
Oh.
I know. I know.
Oh, there we go.
I'm on my headset microphone now. Something happened again.
No.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I don't know.
Is that working?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Let me Grumble, grumble. Okay, how's that?
Not really any different.
No? No, it shouldn't be any issue because that setting is still pulled up. It's okay. All right. Man, I am really somewhat disappointed in this. The reliability of this microphone. The quality is nice, but it's been giving me lots of trouble.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Anyways, so some time ago, Selima squatted down and whispered into Shasha's ear, saying, "I think you may be right. There is trouble here. I am concerned. Do not understand what they say."
I repeat, does your cat need to go to the bathroom? It's meowing quite a lot.
I speak with the animals. They respond in kind. I am one with them.
Probably tired of hearing people ask. Just gets more and more frustrated every time.
What? I mean, I'm just wondering what possible thing could this cat be trying to contribute to the conversation?
Shasha believes that you are serial killers. And
That's
that
a
you have
relative
invited
term.
me to kill with you.
I look terrified at Ash. That's not the response to that question that I was expecting.
How does a cat even know what a serial killer is?
Have you met cats?
Now you sound like serial killer, Selima says, not knowing what serial killer means.
I'm concerned why that statement is being said.
I got it.
Shasha says you ask too many questions. Do not bother. Shasha is... Selima searches for the word. Like. Searches again. Like mosquito.
What?
I get it.
He means she's a bloodsucker.
Persistent. Noisy. But not dangerous. Selima says, not realizing that other people don't have fucking scales.
But ultimately, you're actually just selling me less and less here.
I am literally
Look,
an apex predator.
Just a little killing might be involved, but trust me, it's for the good of not just Antigua, but the whole continent.
Corpses also
So
make
we
for
are
great
gonna-
test subjects.
We are going to resort to killing then. That's what you're telling me?
Unless you got a better idea.
Can we not talk about it? Can we not, communicate?
I do not understand.
I like to think Lucas just smiling, just listening to everyone.
People like criminals, similar to them. I'm familiar with them. They want money. That's all they want. I promise them money, they'll probably leave people alone.
Or they'll just
Someone
take
has been rather loose with their money.
Or
Oh,
they'll
that
just
reminds
take
me.
the-
I give the gold back.
All of it? Like,
How much did you give me? 15?
I gave you 10,
10.
I think.
Okay.
Didn't I?
Yeah, I give you 10 back.
This point.
You just get 10 back.
By the way, Ash, you still just have a note of writ. You don't actually have 100 gold.
Yeah, you never cashed.
Oh, I know.
Gotta hit that bank. Gotta go to the Wells Fargo.
Oh,
Pretty much.
that reminds me, Skin. Mind signing this document? And I try to cover like what it is.
Can I roll?
I mean, you can just like for what? Wait, what?
Like to check. Like I want to perceive what the document is because it's obviously suspicious to ask me to sign something.
So is this a check to see if you can read?
Yes, I mean, she's covering it up so you can't see what it is.
Yeah. Like I want to see if I can see through that.
Or would I be
X-ray
running this check?
vision?
Well, okay, fine.
He wants to see through the intentions of.
Yeah, like
he wants to read in between the lines.
this is an insight check, I guess.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, okay, roll 2d6, I guess.
Which one of us?
Skin.
I don't know if I trust you on this one.
Yeah, you know it's kind of like you just know that she's deliberately covering it up.
What is that you're covering there?
All right. So our contractor gave me a little advance, but unfortunately, I can't exactly sign it in my name. So I said I'd put you on the bill.
I take the bill and read it and just say, like, okay, 100 gold is a bit suspicious to take all at once, even if it's just for me. This is
But you
really unusual.
you
Is this for the knife?
A grin. I don't know.
I don't think you could talk him down to 100.
Icar leans towards Salima. I think we may have been roped into some sort of underground dealing of some sort.
I do not
Serial
understand
killers.
what is going on.
They're literally asking for a knife. Money to buy a knife.
I mean, in many ways, she almost kind of seems like some sort of villain, and the goblin is almost her little, like, sidekick, you know? Like in the fairy tales.
I like that dynamic.
Yes, Ash is
Yeah.
very much a villain. I have come to realize in my short time of traveling with them.
When did she
Dylan,
get here?
what the fuck you talking about? As I said, I do it for the greater stuff of the realm.
I feel the need to clarify that Icar was whispering this.
Runka is very good hearing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not surprised Runka was
Okay, so-
But Runka also did not whisper.
Yeah, Ruka does not
Yeah.
whisper. She is here to cause chaos.
No, I would be hearing the Rinka call me a villain.
A wise man once say, heroes live long enough to become the villains.
Doesn't sound very wise. Sounds a little pretentious.
Besides, never called myself a hero either.
And yet, you try to act like one.
No one's a hero.
I have not at all gotten any impression that she intends to act like a hero.
I'm
No,
here.
yeah, you responded to the accusation of being a serial killer by saying that's relative. That's not normal.
These
Look,
issues
sometimes
are
to
petty
keep
and
things
small
going.
in compared to death of all. We must work, focus, continue, progress forward on our mission. Saliba says, trying to rein it back on topic.
You know, I kind of like this big lizard. Yeah, see?
That's
Death
kind
of
of
many
creepy.
doesn't compare
That is
to
creepy.
the death of all.
That's a serial killer.
What do you mean by death?
You know, sometimes you
No,
just gotta...
not you. Lizard.
The coming winter, I have seen it in the plants. I have seen it, heard it in the winds. It comes cold winter, longer, summer shorter, colder, winter, snow in swamp, first ever. The trees do not remember.
You could have shortened that by like 15 words and gotten the same point across.
So that's connected then to the cold?
Well, it just so happens, so is our job.
connections.
Like
Well,
roots intertwined.
They do say in science that there is no such thing as coincidence.
Yeah, it almost feels as if we've been preordained to arrive at this location together.
Almost as if there are some people pulling the strings.
Oh, look at the two goblins wax philosophical. All right. Are we going to get to handling our business now?
We should do that. Yes. As for this, I can't sign it.
Somebody's got to sign it, and
It's a legal document for the city of Antigua, and if something's in my name, I don't know, fine. And I just hand it back to Ash.
I mean, technically, I'm not a legal citizen, so if they actually decided to pursue it, it wouldn't actually go anywhere.
same would go with you, Skin.
Listen, I got...
Lima squats down and leans over to Icar's ear. What is legal?
You'll learn about it when you're older.
Hilarious thing is Slima's probably older than Icar.
That was the joke.
All right,
Yeah.
so one of you gobos has got to sign this because the lizard over there can't read, and that other one can't sign.
Look, it's probably you. I have outstanding warrants.
Fine, I'll sign the dang thing.
Wait, why can't I sign?
Outstanding warrants. They're outstanding.
For outstanding
You won't
crimes.
believe these warrants!
I mean, with my parents' reputation, inherently they're probably just going. If there's anything illegal involved with this, and they suddenly see the name Nixie things, they're going to be me immediately like, oh yes, okay, that tracks.
I enjoy it of everyone in the party. Runka probably doesn't have any criminal record.
Igor doesn't actually have a criminal record herself; just her parents do.
It's just a shady family.
Yeah.
Any fucking record whatsoever.
Also,
Nyx has never been
I like you,
caught.
Brainy.
Nyx
So
has never
I'll-
been caught in anything
Yeah.
or implicated. Skin
Plus,
is
I could
like
be
the
lying.
only one.
I could be lying.
Yeah, but we all kind of established you're a bad liar.
Maybe I like to inflate
if
my
that was
ego
fair?
and pretend that I'm a criminal.
So I'm gonna let Icar sign the writ.
Outstanding warrants. They're like for like loitering. They don't even want to actually get any take him in for jail time. They just need to talk to the constable for a bit to
Just-
be like,
Parking my boat wrong. I don't know.
Docking tickets. There you go.
We've been standing in this library talking for like half an hour. We should do something.
I will note, but we've also been talking about highly illegal things out loud in loud voices.
In a library.
Slima's just got no idea what the fuck is going on. She's rolling with it.
All right,
Um,
come with me.
Yeah. As we walk, I kind of like give a reassuring look to Selima, just like I don't get it either, but you know, it sounds like you're doing a good thing.
We're trying to avoid serial killers. And we're not doing a very good job.
Slima ignores Shasha. I wish to save Swamp. I think save all else as well. We go. Help. Win. I go home. Never see. Slima looks around. Gives a heavy sigh. This place again. Slima
Yeah.
clearly does not like this place. Clad as they are in turtle shell backpack and just enough rags to not be pulled in from nudity.
Cities aren't for everybody. I get it. I definitely prefer to be out in the open ocean. So where exactly are we headed? Ash, you're leading the way here.
Well, let's just hold off on hitting the bank, and let's go take out those bastards, the arrowheads.
No, yeah, I figured we were walking to the slums.
Yeah, so I lead him over to the slums area.
Okay, so you all are walking over that direction. What is your plan here?
Plan.
Mm-hmm. But
Fuck
like,
this,
what's
I
your?
have a plan?
Are you actually you just walking straight up into the fucking back alleys of this area, or are you
I'm
like
gonna
gonna
sneak.
like?
I'm gonna sneak and try to assess the situation.
As we travel,
Oh.
Selima is going to. These are very important questions, Kiki, and so I'm going to address them in character as proper. Selima goes, as they go. Selima asks, "What is situation?"
That's a big word for you to know.
Piss off. That was out of character.
If that was in character, I was gonna say, "Oh, I like you, Lizzie. I'm rubbing off on you already."
I wanted that
So-
to be a character.
No, unfortunately not. Someday maybe, but not today.
I think as much as I wish to have potty unison, Wonka would just rock straight in.
Yeah, no, I don't think Ronka cares. That feels right.
Icar just strolls in and just switches to her weird ass Jar Jar Binks voice.
I just kind of tap on Ash like, where are they? Vague building, like
This area of the ping.
no, yeah. I figure we're like within walking distance, like you can see the
Repeating it again?
buildings.
You don't really know much else. Like they didn't give you much. The only info that you all were given was arrowheads here. Get rid of them somehow without touching the guards in any
Do you
way,
know
shape, or
any?
form.
Are there any signs? Like
I'd probably
Graffiti.
know the
The big
the
sign
markings
that
or
says
something.
arrowheads here.
no, not literally. I'm sure there's discrete symbols,
like an armband or something they tie to themselves.
or even like thieves' cant or something. Like there's something carved into the walls.
No, they don't
Subtle.
actually have anything like that because of how volatile the gang situation is in Antigua.
Oh,
Holy shit! Is it? I'm imagining it's so bad that they see things scraped on the walls that look like game signs and go, "Oh shit! Somebody's repping around here. We better go rough them up." And then they go looking for people that don't exist.
Fair.
Yeah, I have an idea. You see, I have this concoction that if you throw it really hard, it'll explode.
See, as they're talking, Wonka's just gonna start walking.
Explode, you say? I like.
It's alchemical in nature, but it creates a good situation, makes people think they're under attack.
okay. So it doesn't hurt anyone then.
Oh, it absolutely hurts people. It's excruciatingly painful.
May I remind
I
you,
like this better.
we're in a very not well neighborhood. I think the last thing the innocent people want is to be burned alive.
Well, that's why we throw it at somewhere where there isn't any people.
Okay, so
Oh.
I'm
I'm liking
going
this
back
less.
and saying that this green one is not a serial killer, but that one definitely is. The original one that I said was serial killer. I think everyone else is a serial killer except for the one that gave me food.
Wait, are you suggesting that like we do a controlled burn?
Yes. Oh, perfect. That you're understanding. It's
Right. Okay. There's a fire. Everyone panics. They go try to put it out.
and they hear a big boom, and it makes it sound like there's a gang fight of some sort. They love fighting over these kinds of stupid things, don't they? Like weird
Hold
petty
up,
things.
though. Hold up. That's gonna draw the guards too.
Oh, that's right. We can't have the cards.
I can't have them involved.
Okay.
They
No.
can't-
No.
Oh, not
I'm
involved.
the
Oh,
guards.
that's
Idea. That explosion attracts the guards. That's it. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, as much as I love your idea, not what I do.
That explosion attracts the guards. That's it.
Selima seems to have an idea. do not understand people, guards, gangs, these things, these words, no meaning they have. But animals, distraction, loud noise, anger, we make them fight one another. Distraction, we go uncontested.
By making the animals fight?
By making guards and gangs fight.
No. If the guards get involved, this whole thing goes to shit.
So you're suggesting that the guards can't do their job whatsoever?
Do they ever?
Then I
No, that's
Not in
fair.
this part of town.
I will distract guards. I am strange. I think I have come to understand. People look at me a lot.
More and more, Selena's starting to sound like a broken mixtape.
Is anyone gonna stop Unka?
No.
I mean, if she's been told where the hideout is, she's just gonna go.
Do we notice? I think that's actually a fair question to ask. Do we notice? We're talking about a plan. Did we see Runka leave?
Did you try to walk away sneakily, or did you just start?
No, she just
Oh.
walked away.
Yeah.
She's just going.
When you walk away, you say, please. Sorry, go on.
It's a song of the swamp.
Yeah.
I know in my heart that the Kingdom Swamp is swamp.
Okay, what is your all's plan?
Alright.
What are you all doing? Are you just...
I see Runka walking away, and it's like either that bitch got bored or she got stupid.
Or both.
I kind of turn to both of like, I turn to the party and just go like, a distraction's probably a good idea. My initial idea was that we have the guards go one direction and try to pull the arrowheads another. I don't really know how we're supposed to separate them without like. You have an ability to distract people through your magic, your presence. Some people are not used to lizard folk. You have a literal bomb.
And a number of other things.
Yes.
But I posit, do the guards care?
How about this? Lizzie, go knock down that building.
What?
Who's Lizzie?
Ash gives people nicknames that she likes. And she started to like the big lizard.
Kia, I've asked you something in DM.
Oh.
Selima completely does not understand that this is a nickname. Selima has never had a nickname or given a nickname. All things Selima has ever named has only had the name. Because, 25 years without it meeting another soul.
Yo, giant lizard. Go punch that house.
Why?
Just sound angry and punch it.
Selima seems somewhat concerned. They don't. They're quiet. No. I refuse.
Look, do you want to be a distraction or not?
I cannot break building.
Just act like you can.
I do not want to act like savage man.
I'll punch the building.
That wouldn't quite do what we need it to do.
Sken runs.
Selima
Which
What
Okay,
is-
so you all are just kind of like hanging back, and Runka just kind of goes on ahead and heads straight into everything.
Like, to be clear, I am now running after Runka because I'm like, I don't want to. It's better than this, I think.
Okay, so all of you aren't actually here on the board here, so you're gonna sit on this roof for now, but ignore it for
I need
now.
to make a proper token for Icon.
A little stretched. It's fine.
Oh, I didn't think this. What? No, please go. Can I please put you? There we go. Okay. All right. So now that Runka, you are here, and you see 5 people in front of you, just kind of hanging out, and they see you walk up, and by the footsteps that are approaching you, you can tell that it's kind of a not in like super heavy armor, but an armored goblin. Takes a few steps forward and says, "Who are you?"
Oh, hello. I'm Lunka.
Okay, what are you doing around here?
I am merely a wanderer. How are you?
I'm fine. There's no place for you. Turn around.
Oh, why not?
It's Arrowhead territory. We got business here. You don't. Get out of here.
I think I have business to wherever I wish to wander.
Am I running in now?
No. She got here like quite a ways before you all
Fair,
stopped your conversation.
I'm sure they're still talking. I bolted.
Yeah, but if you try to hang around here, we're gonna have some problems.
Oh? As she says that, she's just gonna start walking closer, like tapping a stick around.
Okay, I take it you take a couple steps forward.
You're approaching
And
me.
if you don't turn around, we're gonna have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I don't think this poor blind girl is much of a problem. As she says, she's just gonna continue to walk. I'm just merely walking by.
So all these people start to kind of like move towards you.
Least threatening guard I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I mean, it's a goblin.
Hey, you
Wow.
shoo!
Get out of here! Go on.
All right, I noticed that the 2 are gone, and I'm gonna run after them. I was like, oh shit.
And then they just say, this guy behind is a lizard folk that you notice. You can hear the bare feet on the pavement of a large lizard folk, and you hear a couple of humans off to the side. You're not sure if they're humans. You can just hear a couple of people off to your sides. Very light-footed people. And he says, "All right, if you don't get out of here, we're going to be forced to take matters into our own hands."
Oh, I'm scared. The
Roll
big
initiative.
red goblin and his friend.
Roll initiative.
These are the most polite thugs.
Right?
Well, they're Antiguan.
Are they like Canadian?
Basically, Antigua is basically the Canada of...
We're in Toronto right now.
Basically. I don't remember how to roll initiative.
I just clicked the button, but it seems to be just 2d6.
Yeah, okay, and you all don't roll.
Oh, can you put me on the turn tracker?
If you
Yeah.
click
Yeah, I can.
on your
I know, but I forgot to click on my icon. Oh, I guess I could just click on it again and then roll and then change it.
edit.
Oh, hey, I rolled the same thing. So
Or
this is
just
gonna-
roll the same thing.
Yeah, that works. So it's just 2d6.
Wait, how do you do that?
Okay.
This is 2d6.
1, Whoop. Where is add turn? Add turn. Add turn. Here.
This is a cool feature. It's not something I'm familiar with in Roll20.
Add turn. And add turn. Okay, you rolled a 4. You rolled an 8. Boop. Alright. You also rolled an 8.
Speedy gobos.
You rolled a 7. And a 6. Okay, so as you did not listen to them, they begin to approach and get very angry. So 25 feet is their movement. So this one's going to move here. You hear light footsteps running towards you from your like diagonally to the right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you hear more armored goblin footsteps approaching you, and a little bit gruffer of a goblin says, "You should have ran, bitch." You're a bitch. And then you hear the slapping of the lizard folk's feet approaching as well. Now it is your turn.
So, seeing as this is our first time combat, would you like to explain the combat rules?
For the most part, you will be, this is a very narrative style of combat. So you don't just say, "I hit them." You need to specifically say exactly what your character is doing, and then we roll based on that. It doesn't always have to be whatever your combat style is or whatever. And Selima, it's kind of the same way with the magic. You kind of just describe a spell, sort of kind of thing.
I've read the combat rules.
Okay, so you know that. Okay, we're good on that part. But so yeah, like you don't just say "I punch." You literally say how and where and everything. Give me the lowdown on what you're doing. And then for your weapons that are mastered, you roll a 3d6. If they are not mastered but you are proficient, it is 2d6. And if it is you are not proficient or mastered, then it is 1d6 to hit. And then everything, as a general rule, does 1 damage unless you have a specific trait, magic item, or some other thing that allows it to do more damage. Any other questiones?
Turn economy or action economy.
As a general rule, okay. As a general rule, you have a light action and then a main action. Main actions are like attacks, grabbing something, throwing something, doing some sort of action. Light actions are generally movement, drawing a weapon, other things like that. Generally, if you need to know what it is, just ask and I will tell you. Because I don't always follow the rules 100% because I don't like rules. So we'll just...
Am I able to attack twice, though?
No. Your attacks, it will depend. Like you'd have to make a very good reason for you to have been able to attack twice.
From what I understand, all right, it's not so much that you can't attack twice. Like you can, narrate, I attack, but you only get one check.
Yeah.
It only accounts as one action. You can say I stab him 16 times in the chest.
But she only did 1
and-
damage.
But yeah, it'll only be one hit for 1 damage. It in fact does not kill people.
Alrighty. So, I think Wunka is just gonna smile and continue to casually walk towards them. But the second she gets near one, she's gonna suddenly just twirl her stick around and like just spin her body to deliver a straight kick to the goblin's face.
Okay. Roll your 3d6. Okay, you do like a little spin, and you deliver your basically like almost a roundhouse kick straight to the goblin's face, and the goblin just kind of like is taken aback and just like goes down for a moment and like grabs his nose with a slight like oh fuck, and but at that moment this other goblin runs forward and has his axe kind of dragging behind him almost, and then he comes up and tries to deliver an uppercut to you while this is happening. That will be a hit. It will go by and it will kind of take like not a huge chunk out of you or anything. Will kind of graze you on the side and it'll deal 1 damage to you.
Wunka would smile like, oh, well, hello there.
Let me make sure.
So I am down to 5.
Right. And then we move on to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Skin. Roll initiative.
All right. Let me do that. Where's my character sheet? There's my character sheet. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to put you at the top of the turn order here. You come in and you see this, your poor blind friend being accosted by 5 folk. You don't know anything about what's going on right now.
Yeah. No, I just see that that she's being attacked. I don't have anything ranged. Let me just get measuring stick out here.
25 feet is your standard movement.
Oh yeah, no, I also have fleet-footed. So that should yeah, your speed increases from 25 to 30 feet.
Yep.
I think like without blinking, what Skin is going to do is just immediately run and like drop kick the first goblin he sees.
Fucking RKO from out of nowhere!
Skin with the steel chair!
Okay, move your character wherever you're going.
Right, just bulldozing. Roll to attack, I assume. My feet are not improvised weapons, I take it.
Oh, hey. I just reread
though.
Bar Fighter.
Right. Bar Fighter.
Take fishing knife off of your knife off of your mastered weapons. You don't get a mastered weapon.
Right, but I can. I mean, that's a right. Okay.
You do not get to pick a weapon to master. Instead, when fighting with any improvised weapons, you get 1 extra action each turn.
Right. Okay.
So,
are my feet improvised?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, but shoes
So-
can be considered improvised.
Oh, it's
improvised
it's
weapons.
unarmed. Okay.
It would be an unarmed. So it would be
2.
yeah, unarmed is 2d6. No, sorry. One unarmed is 1d6. It's disadvantage.
All right, here we go.
So you come in, and you're actually going to kind of fly past. You come in and try and drop kick this goblin. He just kind of like sees you running at him, and just kind of takes a step to the side, and you just go past. And he's just like, huh? Okay.
I'm helping.
And then this one actually notices you coming in, and it's like, what? And then like comes over here and then tries to stab you with a dagger.
Okay. Coward. Do it.
Tries to stab you with a dagger as you like kind of like fly in and like kind of land kind of on your side, but you just kind of like hop back up really quickly as she comes in for the stab, but she misses.
All right.
Okay, next, this one kind of recovers from the kick to the face and just has nothing else other to say than fucking bitch, and tries to
wait. Where is Skev? Which goblin Skev? Skin. And which goblin attacked him?
It wasn't a goblin, it was the human
Okay.
on the side.
Never mind. I have to look. I have opportunist.
Yeah, I know. So this one has nothing else to say other than fucking bitch, and then tries to bring his axe down upon your head from an overhead attack. And it, I guess blood got in his eye or something, and he just straight up whiffs completely, and the axe hits the not the concrete, but the cobblestone. And yes, roll your 1d6. You are not able.
I like to imagine it is a flurry of dance as they go to bring the axe down. Runko probably taps his hand with a stick to push to just make it miss. And as she goes for a kick, he just happens to duck.
Just on accident.
Yeah.
So then, this lizard folk man thing steps forward and looks at the goblin that just came in, like, ah! And then and back to the blind girl, and is kind of visibly confused by what's happening here.
I'm just shrugging him.
And just goes, "I have 2 intruders," and like says it like kind of loudly as he tries to bring his like mace down upon you, Skin.
Okay.
And as it tries to come down upon you, you just kind of like take a small step, and it misses and cracks the cobblestone beneath where your foot was.
Oh, yeah. Be careful with that.
Runka.
Runka is going to once again. I like to imagine she's gonna bounce off this one. She's gonna move up here to bounce off this one and kind of just do like a flash kick, but reversed onto the other goblin.
Block this overhead.
Block this overhead, bitch.
I must know, is Runka trans lesbian?
Yes, she can air dash.
And double jump.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Can you rephrase that? Not rephrase it, but just like repeat what your plan is.
Basically, what she's doing is she's not gonna harm the other goblin near her, but she's gonna move up and basically bounce off of them to just like do an overhead kick
Okay.
onto the goblin near Skev.
Skin.
Skin. I'm gonna fuck this up every time.
You have them. Okay, go ahead. 3d6.
Yeah, I got a 6
Oh,
and a 5.
no, okay. So yeah, you kind of bop off of him, and he wasn't ready because his axe was still kind of like on the ground. So you hop off, and then like you just like bring your the heel of your foot down upon the head of this other goblin, and smack him on the back of the head, and he's kind of reels down a bit, and then tries to like pick his axe up like from beneath you, and raise it up from beneath you like a slight uppercut. Let's see. That was a sneeze. That wasn't from me. And it actually catches your like a bit of your booty cheek as
No, not
he
my
comes
booty.
as he comes back up and leaves a bit of a cut. Take 1 damage.
If she was in pain, she's hiding it very well.
And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comes over here and actually tries you don't know. You don't know what's happening here.
Why do I not know what's happening here?
Because you're blind.
Dark vision fighter.
This isn't a fighting thing. Ronka, you don't
Yeah.
have your inventory written down.
I kind of forgot what it was and felt really embarrassed to ask.
What?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
Oh no.
Damn
Oh
it.
no, she took everything.
Okay, so, okay, you're gonna write this shit down, okay? In your inventory. Tell me when you're ready. Lily?
Hey, guess who forgot how to push to talk?
Lily just, out of embarrassment, just leaves the game.
Just done, I quit. Wunka dies right here. Fucking explodes for no fucking reason.
Okay, Lily, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, a bedroll, flint and steel, a belt pouch, a water skin that I know you got filled.
Oh, push to talk, bitch. Chill.
No. Goddamn.
Water skin, flint and steel.
Yeah. You also oh wait, no, never mind. You didn't have a belt pouch. Ignore that one.
And what was the
Bed.
one after flint and steel? I have bedroll, water skin, flint and steel.
That's a rucksack,
Alright.
lantern.
Why is the blind? I question why the blind person has a lantern.
It's just in your adventurer's pack. With oil.
Okay.
You have 50 feet of rope. And no one else changed their rations to 6 days.
So 6
Ash.
days ration.
Yes.
I didn't know we were up to 6. I thought we were at 4.
I
You
forgot.
started with 4. And you guys bought 2
Oh, yeah.
days. A torch and a cloak.
Alright.
And you also had money, but I don't know how much you have now.
10 GP.
You never spent any?
Nope, but I had 15 to start with, and I gave 5 to
Okay.
skin.
Okay, so
That's accurate.
lose 2 GP.
Sorry, what was after the rope?
50 feet of rope.
And what was after that?
Oh, a cloak.
Alright, and then I have 8 GP now.
8 GP, yeah. Yes, you just lost 2. This person has picked your pocket.
Wow, fuck them!
Alright, so we're back around to the front. The rest of you, I'm assuming you came...
I did run after, yes.
Came in after. Why do you have...
You mean these chaos ents?
Take this away. I don't want it. Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, so you all come in at the last moment. All of you roll initiative.
If you do it clicked on your icon, it'll add it to the turn order.
Damn.
You rolled an 8 first. That's what I'll go off of. You're gonna go after Skin. Players will go first. Salima rolled a 6. I was doing this.
I was just doing it to get the turn on there. It's actually a 7.
7. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this order and ignore what the numbers say. Okay, so Skin, it is back to your turn. You are kind of surrounded.
Yes, I am. I think, looking at where I'm at right now, this goblin fighting Runka is distracted, right?
Sort of, yeah.
So that one's focused on Runka.
Mhm.
This one approached me.
Yep.
So did this one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to do something stupid.
I enjoy that.
Assessing the threats. Shut up. I don't. Before you even say it, Lily. No, I'm kidding. That sounded mean. I'm sorry. No, Sken is very much an instinctive person, but here's what he's going to do. He's going to slide under the lizard folks' feet and then tie the feet off with his rope. Now, as a sailor, he has experience with knots.
Yeah, furry?
Shut up. It's a rigging, knot tying, and like I have advantage on rigging and knot tying. That's what I was getting at here. So I'm just basically going to try to tie his feet and like incapacitate him with my rope.
You're doing it at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because I am sliding while I do it.
1d6. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So you deftly slide through the legs of this lizard folk, and you are able to get the rope around his legs. Now you know what? Roll 2d6.
Ooh.
You got to see if you can pull him to the ground. Well, yeah, you're able to pull. You yank and you pull him to the ground, and he slams. Due to those rolls, I'm just gonna say he takes 1 damage as his head hits the ground pretty hard with a thud, and you tie off the rope really quickly.
Yeah, basically hog tie him.
I'm gonna say that with the time that you had, you were only able to get his feet at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ash. Okay, stop putting your health on there. I know what your health is.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like the little bar over the.
All right.
It
So I'm gonna rush forward.
Version.
Sorry. Rush forward, draw my dagger, and attempt to slice this person in the face.
In the face. Okay.
In the face.
In the face.
In the face.
Right in the face.
3d6.
You are good at stabbing.
Not that good.
So you try and rush this human from behind, and he notices at the last moment and kind of steps back, pulling his hand out of Runka's pocket with the 2 golds as he deftly slides it into his own coin purse. And you are over here now. And this you are. I'm gonna do this. Basically on downed, and his legs are tied. So this one decides now to move up a bit and try and take a slash at Runka. And as she tries to take a slash, she comes up like behind you and just misses you with the slash.
May I?
Mm-hmm. Okay, how do you do it?
I like to. So she's attacking me from behind, or?
I kind of imagine that your butt is to her, basically.
I like to imagine that they go for a horizontal swipe, and she just ducks underneath, twirls, and brings another kick around to the face.
Okay, and as you kick her in the face, you hear a crack in her jaw as she falls over here to the floor and is out.
I like to imagine that even mid-fight, Runka's eyes just open up a little bit as she frowns, just staring disappointed at them. Like, damn, they weren't even worth the worth the effort. Yeah, exactly. It's that meme of Invincible of Omni-Man. Pathetic.
Okay, and this one kind of lets out a strained yell and does like a big sweep, horizontal sweep with his axe at you, Runka.
They do the dance once again.
So I'll just say that you do like it. You notice it. You hear it coming from since you just destroyed this person's jaw. You hear the axe little yell coming from behind you, and you're able to jump over the axe and kind of just like brush it to the side with your foot. Icar.
So, Icar, starting to see this big rumble going down, immediately gets excited and, and starts to take the crossbow off of her back. And with a bit of effort, has to load it in because it is a ranged weapon and thus takes a turn to actually, it takes one action to actually load into the cartridge. And there is a strange sort of device that is mounted on top of the actual crossbow. And after she's got the arrow loaded in, she seems to start to be calibrating it and is adjusting a number of different figures, which is kind of just how we're flavoring her focus.
Okay. All right. And then this lizard folk, let's see. So this lizard folk, when he, after he kind of like gets back up a little bit, he pulls a knife out of a pack in the back and cuts the rope that's at his feet, and then stands back up.
Wait, was that attack at me?
It was not an attack at all.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He cuts the rope that is around his feet and then stands back up.
Ooh, okay.
Salima. Oh, I didn't make a... Whoops. Go on, Salima.
Zenotia?
Zen?
Hello, I'm just going to.
Are you there?
I hear
am
you,
going
kind
to turn
of.
off push to talk, and I'm going to hit the mute button when I'm not speaking because
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
what
mute button on my.
What I'm
keyboard.
doing.
Because clearly push to talk is like breaking my shit. Can I be heard?
Yep.
Barely.
Yep.
Barely. Oh, God, it's done again. Okay. Testing.
That's a little better.
Right then. Very frustrating.
Much better.
Big.
Okay.
Big.
So, I arrive on scene with. I mean, well, there's. I remember there being. I think it was an optional rule involving weapons.
Excuse me?
Oh yes. I remember reading something about the sling, and I can't find it. I suppose that may have been a different system. I've been learning a lot of different RP systems recently. Salima arrives on scene with a sling made of worn, well cared for leather. In one hand, and in the other, a strange object, a seed. Not a rock, not a stone, but a seed. This seed is covered in spikes, sharp, long spikes, little hooks at the end, to catch on to fur or flesh as something moves past. These are what Salima uses instead of stones for projectiles, because have you ever tried to find a stone in a swamp? You don't. So they have these seeds, and you can. I'll let you make a decision here or later down the road if you want to have those just be, regular does a damage or does no damage but does a special effect or something like that. But I load the sling, and I believe that is my action.
That's it? Just load it?
I believe that's all I can do, correct?
You can take a more light action.
Okay, I don't need to move.
You can focus.
Nice. Focus is a light action, so I can focus. Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, focus. Focus
I can
just
focus and
affects.
load.
Yeah, you load and then focus. That way, focus is
Okay.
affects your next turn.
Okay, cool. So I begin spinning this. I begin spinning the seed in the sling, very carefully, cautiously, and almost casually approaching the situation.
Okay, I'm also going to give you an option. Am I just going to be Sasha, or do you want to control Sasha in combat?
I would like to control Sasha for combat for two reasons. One, I know what it's like to be a GM, and any less NPCs is better.
Okay.
and
I
also,
will
I want to
have
be able to juggle better.
I will have to move him for this session because I forgot to make him
mine.
make him a character. So just ping where you wanted to go, and then
Cool, no problem. No problem. Yeah, no, I know how it is. So
Also,
I'll definitely take that off your plate.
what traits does he? He has Maul and something else.
He's got more. You've got. I think we've hit the cat with all three of the major pronouns at this point.
He, they, she.
Omnigender.
Omnigender. Any respectfully is Sasha's pronouns. And we're actually doing it. So Sasha gets. Oh, no, that's on my character sheet on here, not my physical one. Maul, and has the traits Defender and Die Hard.
Okay.
I made my
his
cat
movement
tank.
is 25 feet.
I believe so, yes.
Right, just tell me where you would like to move, and I will move Sasha there.
That's a good juggling, trying to get all of my documents in order here for a moment.
Just to make sure, because we are kind of over time. Does anybody need to go at any point in time here?
I'm okay.
I have another hour in me.
Thankfully, I don't have work, but I haven't slept in a while, so if I start to get groggy...
Okay, it would just be till the end of this combat.
Yeah, I figure we finish combat, and then that's a good
I plan
cliffhanger.
to eventually stream after this session.
Yeah, it'll just be end of this combat, and then that's when we'll.
That's always a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to place the cat here. And the cat's going to go do tanky things. Actually, wait, how much health does the cat have? That's the important question before I go having the cat.
Enough. It has enough health.
I think it only has 4. Let me double check that. Oh. I gotta scroll all the way down to. Animal companions. Oh, that's goddamn. 6. More health than.
That's so broken! That's essentially an extra player!
Yeah, it is.
We need it though. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be really nice to have the because so Defender is when an adjacent ally is hit before your evade tests are made. You may choose to have that attack hit you instead. So the cat can actually just like soak damage for us. And then Die Hard is when you hit 0, you get 2 more points. When you hit 0, it reduces you to 2 instead.
Damn, maybe I should have made a tank.
I'll say this, depending on this combat and everything, that's when I'm going to rebalance everything. So, by the way, the cat can move here as far as it'll go.
Okay, here is fine. No, I personally, I am absolutely okay with the idea of the cat being our tank. We can get them armor at some point. Like I would love to try and work that into just our build because they were already silly enough.
But they don't take damage as a magic force field.
Magic cat
They get
armor.
tired. They get tired. Instead of getting injured, they're just magic catness gets worn out and they have to go.
It gets less magic-y as time.
Take a nap.
Or take a nap.
Okay, what is Sasha gonna do?
Sasha is going to. Oh, I suppose Maul is the way of it, isn't it?
You're going to maul. Okay, so that's 3d6, please.
Nope. 3d6. Oh fuck.
Okay, so Sasha just kind of runs in. Ash, from your perspective, you see the cat just kind of, run by. This furry blur just sprint and then leap at the guy in front of you and just gets on his face and then just scratches and just rips its throat out.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
Holy shit.
And then once that happens, he just kind of takes a step back here and
I also want to point out that the cat that was accusing us all of being serial killers was the first blood.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I drew blood. I took someone out.
They're knocked out, but they even killed them.
Is petting the cat a free action?
on your turn.
Okay.
Sure.
It's a good cat.
Okay, anyway, back to this one. This one, you know what? Okay, no, it's just go like under his breath, Ronko, you just hear, holy sh. But he kind of takes a step over and actually like tries and brings his axe up and tries to bring it down upon Sasha.
I don't know if I'd mess with that cat, man.
And whiffs. Runka.
Sorry, family's bugging me. It's my turn.
No, someone missed an attack near you. And you do nothing about it. You weren't paying attention, I guess.
I don't think it actually rolled.
No,
Well,
it wasn't. It just
Oh, no,
displayed
you
a
didn't.
one.
You are correct.
I don't.
Okay,
Hey!
so he brings his axe down, tries to hit the squirrely cat, but misses. And his axe is on the floor. What did you do?
That depends. Do I take him out?
Yes, he will be dead. Deaded. Not deaded, but knocked out.
I like to think Runka quickly sweeps him out and just while he's like falling to the ground, she moves to twirl around, bring the other foot up to kick him in the air, and then just jump up, like just do another quick twirl and just kick him away.
Wait.
Slides to the ground. Out. Not dead. These two aren't dead. They're knocked unconscious.
Yeah. This one might be dead.
No, yeah. That one's dead.
dead.
That one is dead. 100%. There's like no possible way. Okay, Skin. Back to your turn.
Right. Okay. Is the lizard man facing
No,
me?
actually, hold on 1 second. Okay, no. Yes, the lizardman is back up and facing you.
Okay. So, okay, my initial plan might not work then. Here is what I want to do. Like, he has cut the rope, but is it still around him?
It was just around, like, his ankles at that point,
Yeah.
basically, and then he cut it, and, I mean, it's still, like, on the
it's
ground.
It's severed
near.
from me, but it's, like, around his ankles, right?
It's not like on him anymore. Like it's
okay.
He's standing and it's around him, but that's it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Like he undid the knot. Whatever. Ooh. Do I want to do something dumb or do I want to do something practical?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to burn the rope underneath him. I'm gonna take my flint and steel, light myself a cigarette, and I'm also going to try to light the rope around his ankles.
You must burn the rope.
Burn the
Okay.
rope.
Okay.
It's how you win the game.
Um,
I remember that one.
I'm okay. Um, roll
I said it was stupid.
roll 2d6.
All right. Oh.
Crap.
Well, if you add them together, that's the same, it's basically the same thing, right?
Okay, so you like pull out your flint and steel, and you just like you're hitting it together, and then and sparks fly out, but nothing catches, and then the the lizardman is just kind of looking down at you with a slightly confused look on his face. Okay, Ash.
All right, I'm going to step around to right behind this goblin, and I'm going to attempt to bring my dagger down straight into the goblin's skull.
Okay, 3d6.
Ash, you're like not to be outdone by the cat.
She's being
For real,
outdone.
though.
She's being outdone by the blind person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mentioned blood.
Okay, so you bring the your dagger down, and you just directly into his skull, just and then he just kind of crumbles beneath you. Deaded.
All right.
This one's out. This one's out. Icar.
With her having witnessed multiple murders.
No, I
since
just
the last
imagine
one.
like you spent the whole time like loading and like checking your crossbow, and then you look up from it and you realize
It's like, whoa! What happened? Just fucking Chaucer's covered in blood. Just whole field has changed now that her cool weapon is calibrated. Seeing only one target still remaining, now that her cool little lock system is on track, she points it straight at the lizard, like straight down the lane, right at the lizard folk, and she goes straight for the neck.
Is it firing like normal bolts?
Yeah, they're just normal bolts.
Okay, roll your 3d6. Okay, so it goes.
And since she's marksman, that's all successes.
All successes, but still not quite crit.
No.
So it goes, and it goes right, Runka, like a. You feel the wind blast basically of this bolt that goes right next to your ear, and it goes, and it like doesn't quite hit him in the neck, but right in the shoulder, and he's here, and the lizard folk just kind of reels a bit and goes, "Oh!" and like grabs the back of his shoulder before with it, with his mace arm, and before basically like trying to backhand Skin with his mace.
Pesky interference.
All right.
Roll your
I'm also
1d6.
I'm also going to move forward, too.
Oh, okay. Okay, so TK, how are you dodging this? It's like a backhand, like a horizontal, kind of slightly diagonal.
Right.
swing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm imagining like the shock of the whole situation where I thought like, oh, this is gonna be so clever. I'm gonna set the rope on fire and it's gonna like burn at his ankles. I notice it doesn't work. In like the split second of me realizing that my plan's not panning out, I just see the bolt come in, and I use that as an opportunity to just kind of like duck and try to like scoot around. He's like instinctively swinging, not looking, and it just whizzes past my head.
Okay. Salima.
That is I. So, we have left here. So, now all of these with skulls, are they down?
Yes, all the skulls are down.
So, no, that's not an enemy. There we go. This is the only one.
Yes, please.
Well, you said he looks really sketchy. Ooh. Anyways, so that's the only one remaining. So I'm gonna, take this. Oh, Selima spinning the sling, takes aim carefully, calmly, releases, firing not towards the neck or anywhere that would, particularly hurt him too much, but rather towards the shoulder, towards the torso in the soft part of the inner arm, to like the between the inside of your arm and your chest.
The part that just took an arrow through it.
Yeah, just stick a stabby on it and just make it hurt more.
Like a stabby.
And that is with focus and proficiency and mastery. Okay.
Yes, that's since you are
Well,
firing a seed, you kind of aim it more over here, and then it kind of actually, Icar, you notice that the seed kind of goes around you on the right side, and then the wind just kind of takes it perfectly into right where it's going and lands right next to the crossbow bolt that's in the lizard folk's shoulder, and it just kind of sticks in there, and he just goes like again, just not ready for
Insult
what
to injury.
was going on. Runka.
Alrighty. Well, Unka's gonna attack. Actually, oh wait, it's still up. The goblin. I mean, the lizard folk.
Yeah, that's the only one that's left.
All right. Well, she's gonna run up, lift, and how tall is the lizard folk?
He's like 7 foot tall.
I think she's gonna run up and go sweep out the legs.
Okay, for that, I want you to roll to hit, so you're 3d6, and then I want you to do a 2d6 strength check.
Oh, they all miss.
Okay, so you whiff. Anyway, alright. Deaded.
Sasha did not go.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, Sasha's not on my
Sasha
turn order.
did not go.
Go ahead and do Sasha's turn now.
All right. So, Sasha, they've spent a lot of time, hunting, fighting, killing, all sorts of different animals, all over the swamps and the nearby forest and such. And so they enjoyed this. If there's anyone here who's likely to actually be a serial killer, it is in fact actually Sasha. So Sasha's going to rush up around here this way to not, make sure that they don't miss out on all of the fun with this lizard folk, this lizard man. Because they are not going to be left behind. Oh. No, not quite.
Oh, where did that move? I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah.
Here or here?
Yeah. We can go here.
Okay. So you tried to maul again?
Yeah, but
Okay, so whiff.
no eggs.
So, Runka, you hear the light pitter-patter of the paws, and then you hear it leap, and Skin, you see a furry something on the other side, between the legs of the lizard folk before you, as it leaps forward, but goes in between its legs and whiffs. And then takes another step back. Okay.
It is my turn.
Yes.
All right. I've done tricks, and I've seen a bunch of dumb shit. I'm just gonna stab him
With your
with my
knife?
fishing knife. So what is happening here is I just through the. Or wait, is he turned around?
No,
Okay.
he's still facing.
He's still facing me. Okay. I'll get to use my blackjack eventually. I do. I basically just like try to stab him in a non-lethal.
I have an
Wait.
important question about the knife.
Okay.
You say it's a fishing knife. Is it like a rope knife, like a gutting fish knife, or a fillet knife? Like these are all very different knives.
I imagine it was like a multi-purpose knife that he kept in from his days of sailing. He
Okay.
mostly used it to cut rope, and I imagine it fillets in a pinch. But it's like
Okay.
it's more a utility knife
It's
than
a
a
utility
weapon.
knife. It's got like the front half is smooth, and there's like a little bit of serrating for the ropes and stuff. Like it's that
Yeah.
kind of thing, like a K-bar almost,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
rustic. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just kind of go for a quick sweep, trying not to hit anything lethal.
Like at the
but-
legs.
Yeah,
Or- Okay.
I'm short enough.
Well,
I
you
go
can
for
reach.
legs. What do I roll for that? Just one?
No, 2d6 because you are proficient in it.
Okay. Apparently not.
So yeah, you try to take a cut at him, and he just kind of, he's still kind of stumbling a bit from the everything going on, so you just weren't able to hit him.
Like the cut, G.
Ash.
All right, I'm gonna run right up to him and try to stab him in the throat.
Okay, roll. Okay, as you come up, I'm assuming you're like doing it with like two hands, like one on the
Yeah.
pommel and like coming up. So you come up to try and stab him, but he's able to. He's not able to like really move his shield in front perfectly. So he kind of overcorrects, and you stab him in the arm actually. But you do stab him,
Sounds good.
and he takes damage. Okay. So bloop bloop bloop. Icar.
So Icar continues chasing after Runka, which is actually what she was doing before. And as she is running after Runka, shouts, "Let me pat your butt!" But from a distance, it might actually sounded like she said, "Let me pat your butt." Up to you.
Up to you.
But
Is,
she,
is combat over?
no,
No.
it's not.
No.
I think Lunka is gonna just be like, "Wait, what?"
And
My, I'll be forward.
she,
What is
she manages to catch up and immediately pulls some sort of strange concoction out of her bag and tosses it at Runka's rear end.
Yeah, she's so thick she breaks glass.
No, it's one of those really thin bottles that are used specifically for this. I don't know why she'd have them in her bag. That's terrifying, but you know.
What if you missed and healed one of the other?
It'd be beautiful. Despite the strange sensation of it, Runka heals 2 HP.
Good work.
Very nice.
The potion seems to have some sort of strange regenerative elements to it.
Amazingly, the glass didn't get into the wound.
Safety glass.
Safety
No, it's
dance.
it's sugar glass. It's just
Yeah.
gonna get really sticky.
Ooh.
Worth it for safety.
Okay.
Move on.
Yeah.
So, okay. The lizard folk is going to like kind of turn around and realize that like how severely outnumbered he is at this point, and he just kind of raises his shield up and kind of lets out a bit of a yell in defiance, basically. Slima, it's your turn.
This is so much like my kind. Nah. Selima grumbles as they... no, I just have to load another... I can't do anything this turn, can I?
You can use Sasha.
I can use Sasha. There we go. That's the balancing aspect. So Selima loads another and just, looks on, scowls, lets the cat do the wag. 'Tis the arrangement. And the cat goes for the jugular. Sasha, filled with glee for the heat of battle, and the hunt, the kill, and the food that'll come along with it. Because Sasha does not know that eating people's bodies in public is absolutely unacceptable. That's just a fresh kill. But anyways, so they go and make an attack. R3d6. That's 2 successes. I keep getting a 1. There's always a 1 in there.
So, with that being said, the lizard folk is trying to block these attacks.
Okay.
But straight up fails. So both attacks go through and actually deal way more damage than they were going to, as he basically, when he tries to block the cat, but the cat actually gets through, while he leaps onto his throat, he basically kind of hugs the cat instead of grabbing him to take him off. So he just kind of hugs him and just gives him even more grip, and he basically takes him down.
I was gonna ask me to make my attack.
No, he wasn't attacking. He was trying to block.
Oh, it's against. Okay, never mind. So
Yeah.
I didn't read the against you part. Is if I just only read if an enemy within range fails to hit.
No,
So
it is
I
no.
wouldn't be able to attack.
It's a fails an attack is what it is.
Yeah, there was no attack. There was a defense.
So
okay.
let's remove all of these guys from the turn order. But as you all look up from this battle that you have just concluded, you see that a few more people have kind of decided to join. Hello there.
Oh dear.
I just scrolled up. Yep, there they are.
Hello everyone. And after Selima is when they are all going to go, all at the same time. So let's...
I was not ready for a second
shit.
taste of this combat.
Yeah.
I was preparing to end.
I'm not. Yeah.
I think.
This is a good cliffhanger.
if you want to end it here, that is perfectly fine. We can do that. That is
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I know this is a perfect place to end the episode. Actually,
I cannot
so.
wait to be like. So, how does it feel that the blind girl did more work than you, Ash?
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It's a wildcat. Dangerous.
so
I enjoy the cat has a higher body count than us.
After all this talk,
Why does the cat do
Cat was the only one who actually killed anyone.
so Sasha.
No, Ash
Sasha
Ash
is,
killed someone.
I killed someone.
Oh yeah, you did.
Sasha is
And-
based on the Indian and like East Asian fishing cat. They are an endangered species, similar to the bobcat, but aquatic. They swim, they hunt fish, and they're very pretty and very endangered. So that's why I chose that inspiration, actually.
Kitty. All right. So
Okay.
same time next week, right?
Same time next week.
Same bat time, same bat place.
This
Yeah,
was a
on the
wonderful
next
session. Thank you
episode.
so much
This
for
was
running.
so good.
And
Thank you
sorry
so much.
that we went like an hour over. I will
That's
We
try
spent
to.
so long talking about
You
our
all
plan.
did. You all did. However, we will try not to make it go over next time. But luckily, no one had anything to do this time around. So next time we will continue where we left off here with the battle continuing with some more fun variations of the Street Gang.
Yay.
So thank you all for coming. It means a lot that you're watching. Thank you all for playing. Very happy that you all have decided to come back.
Thank you for running.
Yeah,
It's
super appreciated.
so
Thank you.
So yeah, everyone have a good day. I guess I can look for someone to what's it called?
Right.